Hello. Whoops. I think these are the starting topics for now. Well, probably shouldn't show you that. Call now. All right. Let's see here. Streamception. Hold on, guys. Hello there. Let's see. Speaker, we'll boost that. Alright, gotta get Shadow in here and Tanner.
Okay.
And we'll wait for them to join. Keep an eye on this site call so we know whether or not they will be joining.
Tanner's here.
Hello,
Yeah,
Tanner.
Hey.
We will be starting the stream or the actual Tribunal in about 25 minutes. This is just a pre-show for now.
So can we do a quick discussion then while we're still not doing this Tribunal then?
Sure, I suppose.
Should I
Okay,
start
well,
following on Twitch?
you should, definitely.
Okay.
Oh, actually, yeah. If you, Tanner, do you have a Twitch account? Let me mod you.
No, I don't actually, but I can make one real
Yeah.
quick.
And then tell me the name of the thing so I can get you
Alright,
modded.
cool.
And then I was going to say, the feedback for that video seems like it's going more good than bad.
Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like we should
I
keep on with
personally
that.
really like that style. I think I really dig it, so I will definitely continue it no matter what people say. Though
I will definitely help you.
noticeably, you've noticed compared to the other improving, episodes like that, it's gotten a lot more dislikes than the other ones.
It's also got more views in a lot less time.
Did it? I haven't really been paying
Yeah.
attention to.
Here, I'll quote it to you. BRB.
Okay.
Phone.
Great. Oh, that's me. My bad. This one's got 450. Ours has 458 views, and your very last one only has, let me see here, 571, but it was uploaded 3 days beforehand.
Okay.
So in one day with 400 views.
That is also because it is like the first time we did it, so I'm guessing the next time we do that sort of style, it's not going to gain as many views as it did the first time. Because usually it's like this with most series that I've done, but the first episode, because it's new and people want to know what it's all about, that first episode gets a lot of views, and then the consequent episodes, it kind of starts slowing down a bit until it hits like consistent view rate.
True.
All
Like
right.
the reason for the dislikes, though, I really am quite sure that's because of my presence. As someone in a comment on your Tribunal announcement, video said,
Yeah, I've
"Who the
seen
fuck is
that
this kid?"
guy.
That was, I saw
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh, are you Profound Potatoes?
No.
Oh, you're not.
No,
Okay.
no. I saw that. I saw that comment.
Hey, this guy just writes penis in the chat.
No, but like Tanner, you saw that comment, right?
The one where he called you.
Some
Dude,
random cunt.
dude,
Yeah.
let me bring up that particular comment right over here.
I was so pissed at that. I'm like,
Let's
seriously?
see.
Some random cunt. That makes it sound like he's jealous. Like, why does this random fucking kid get to be in this video with this guy? And I'm like, well,
Actually, no, this is the wrong video. Hold on. The
Alright,
Tribunal
follow.
announcement. Hey, what's going on, guys?
let's see those comments.
So somebody says, why wouldn't Arctic, UCD, Care, and Stiff not be in it? I don't get it. UCD is one of the biggest YouTubers. Arctic, Care are big on YouTube as well. Come on, really? Only Omahdon, some random cunt that no one knows or no one knows and does random videos not on CA and Tanner and Shadow. I guess they can be in it. Please explain. Dude,
God.
I think my answer was pretty
Kids.
gold. I think my response to him was pretty gold.
Did you see my response to him?
I think, but I don't know. Yours is just outright just putting him down. I'm just like,
fuck you.
I'm the one making this together, so I think my opinion matters a little bit more than yours does. So GG.
Tanner and Asian High.
Hi, Shadow. Is there
Yeah.
any way for you to improve your mic quality? Because I noticed that's been. Yeah.
Wait, is this like Shadow Grimmery? Is
Yes,
is that
this is
guy?
Shadow Grimmery.
Yeah.
Okay. He sounds different than I thought.
It's maybe because
Well, that's because I'm also using an accent right now.
Oh, there we go. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is. I
was
found him,
shocked.
guys.
Yeah, anyway, I think I can fix some stuff. Just give me some feedback as I go. I'm going to try to mess with my mic settings.
You're a little far out right now, and it sounds like you've got a little bit of background noise going on. Try to mess with your Skype settings so that it picks up.
yeah.
I
How many?
think I can kill off. Actually, I have a fan running. I'll go turn it off.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Okay.
Asian people in the stream want to know if you're going to play CA as we do this.
No, last time we did. Oh shit! I hear myself in the background. Unfortunately, yeah.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, for this tribunal, we will not be playing commerce along with it because last time we tried that, we got some feedback saying that it was a little bit too laid back. That we weren't really necessarily talking about things that we wanted to talk about, as opposed to just just playing and screwing around in game. So this time, no combat arms, but if people really want to see that kind of stuff, then we will try playing and talking at the same time. But not this time.
I mean, once we get through enough of our topics, you think we could just do a little open lobby for people?
That's not. I mean, I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that.
I can
Yeah.
trust.
I'm definitely down for that.
Shadow,
It's just that I'm going to have to restart the live stream because obviously.
Oh yeah,
FF Split.
dude, you really should have got to me about that. I could have got you XSplit before we did this.
It's alright. I'll contact you later about that, but FF Split for
Alright,
now is working fine, so.
Oh, by the way, guys, I have a whole bunch of people that are on my TeamSpeak that want to watch this, like 10 or 20 of them. Can I get the link for this so that we can...
Yeah, I got you. Hold on here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give him my Twitch chat link.
There you go.
Gotcha. A lot of people want to see this from my clan,
Okay.
so... I got a lot of, like, this.
I'm not going to address personal issues here. This is not the place. Let's do some professional things.
Professional thing.
So let's talk about politics.
Please,
Oh,
no,
no,
I don't
okay.
pay attention to politics at all. Like,
No,
fuck
you don't
that.
need to. This is just something I've read about recently. Since it's pre-tribunal time, we can talk about it really
Yeah.
quickly. There's this new thing called the fat acceptance movement. I'm just going to leave that there.
The fat acceptance movement?
Fat acceptance
What?
movement.
Accepting people who are fat?
I
Like,
just,
is there something that I'm not looking into here, or is it as simple as it sounds?
no, that's it's as simple as it sounds, but it's
Here,
just
I'll be right back.
America.
That hurts my brain, because it's like, there's a movement to get people to accept fat people. Like, what's wrong with fat people, dude?
And the thing about it is, fat people.
Like, what's so bad
Well,
about
they're
being
drained-
fat?
Well, they're a drain on resources, but I'm not
Drain
against all
on
fat
resources, why? Because they
They
eat
are.
fast food all the day? Like, who the hell cares? Like, I don't.
It's not just that. It's like I have no problem with fat people when they're fat for reasons like, oh, it actually is a genetic problem. I don't like people that are fat simply because they decide to be lazy and not do anything to help themselves. I'm lazy as hell, but I still manage to maintain a body weight that's acceptable.
I'm lazy as fuck, but that doesn't mean I'm fat because my genetics say I have a fast metabolism, so screw everyone else.
It's not always genetics though. Like the pure fact of the matter is that if you eat more calories than you burn, you gain weight. That's it.
I don't know. It's just.
Honestly, we don't have to talk about this. We don't have to talk
Omahdon,
about
you
this.
can. Okay, let's talk about this. Omahdon, you can. I'm just gonna say this right now. You can have a problem with fat people. I'm cool with that. But the fact that you hate people for choosing to be lazy, it's just.
No. You're
Oh my
misunderstanding me.
God.
I hate people that are fat because they choose not to exercise. They choose to not help themselves.
Okay, then.
That's
What's
not
wrong
a
with
problem.
that?
Laziness is not my problem because I am lazy. I would not be a hypocrite about it.
So what's wrong with them choosing to be stupid and, continue to be fat? What's wrong with that?
I just don't perpetuate stupidity is all.
I don't care. If people want to be stupid, then go ahead and let them be stupid. This is fucking America. Or at least I live in America. We tolerate stupid people.
Change the topic. Change the topic.
Shut down! Like
Guys, I wonder
that!
if mic testing. You guys tell me how this is affecting.
How far away from you are you from your mic for one, and for two, what model of mic do you use?
It's built into a studio laptop that I have. The problem
That is the problem. That is definitely the problem.
It's an incredibly powerful microphone. I'm sitting about not 3, maybe 2 feet from it.
What do you use to record?
This mic, it's a studio quality.
Could you possibly change your mic input to your studio mic quality? That would help vastly.
That's what it's currently. Wait, I think that's what it's on.
You might want to check your Skype settings to see which ones it's
Yeah.
because if the studio mic is the inbuilt one, then that's an issue.
Yeah.
If you have a separate mic that you use for this and you're just
Like a
happen to use the
headset at the very
inbuilt-
least?
or
Yeah.
or something.
I don't have a headset on me, to be honest.
Do you have a pair of headphones at the very least?
I'm wearing headphones.
Okay. I think we might just have to deal with his quality. It's not that.
Still edit a lot of my settings.
Take your time. We have
We have 15
for us to
minutes,
take
but Shadow, I think this is one of the. Oh god.
Oh.
What the
That bad?
hell, dude?
Oh.
Okay, sorry. How about this?
Oh.
By now, Shadow's just trolling us. I want to just kick him out of the Skype call.
No, I'm not. I'm seriously trying to fix my mic.
It got worse.
It got worse! What? What is going on?
Okay. Is this good?
Yes, but that also means we can't hear you as well.
Okay, hold on. There's too much green, red, and yellow in the chat. Somebody changed to like blue or something.
I'm fine with this. I'm okay with this.
It's too much.
I am okay with this.
You know, I'm actually in my dorm at the moment. I can just run around to the dorm, see if someone's got a microphone I can borrow.
If you
Take your
if you
time.
can do
I'll
that,
be back
then
in 5.
please do that. But because at the current moment in time, I really want the audio quality on everyone's mics to be as good as possible because this event is rather important. People want to hear us talk about this.
I'm using my USB Logitech mic that I bought for like $20. Perfect quality.
I mean, it's not perfect, but at least there's no background noise on your end. That's all I care about. As long as you don't hear like fans that sound like they're like the size of your dorm room going on in the background, then.
Hold on. Let's see here. Let's ask the chat to ask us some questions since the tribunal is not starting just yet, and since we have an actual list of topics you want to talk about.
Yeah, I've prepared a few topics. Yeah. So yeah, chat, go ahead and ask us things if you want.
No, do not raise the dongers. No donger raising.
Raise your dongers! Raise the dongers!
You have unleashed the beast.
No, it's better. It's better than going to StarCraft 2 lobbies and saying, "But at what cost?"
But at
cost. How much swag does Asian have? All of it, I guess. Because I mean, doesn't swag stand for secretly we or something we Asians got or something like that? So yeah, I've got all the swag.
So what's your opinion on where CA is heading? We're going to address that in the tribunal, sloppy seconds. Let's see. How do you feel about the VIP being a female Hauser?
Is she really?
I don't fucking know, man.
I only played it a couple times, but the times that I was the VIP, I got killed like instantly. So I would personally disagree with that, but I won't say that for like with certainty because I haven't played enough of it. So
I don't know. I don't really care much for that game mode simply because it's a bad implementation of Counter-Strike's hostage game mode.
Is it really? I haven't played a lot of CS, and I have never played CS's hostage mode, though I do know it's there.
The two game modes that CS has is its standard search and destroy with a bomb, and then there's the other mode, which is hostages, which terrorists have to kill the counter-terrorists and get the hostages.
Oh, right. I remember playing that. Yeah.
So I feel like Nexon could have handled this mode better because they do have a NPC following mechanic in the game, and they also have an area of
I feel like if the VIP was a little bit more heavily armed, like at least give her a primary weapon.
That would make her too powerful.
Really?
It would imbalance the game mode because then she can just protect herself. What's the point of having everyone else?
That's true, but every time I was the VIP and the games I did play, I mean, half the time we couldn't even reach her in time because the other guys would just go in and shoot her.
Yeah, because speed gear really imbalances that game mode too.
That's very true.
Okay.
I feel like if the attacking squad was further away from the VIP jail cell, then it would be a little bit better.
Yeah, that's more bad map design than anything else. And the reason the reason she's so slow is because it's meant to make sure that the other team escorts her rather than just letting her roam by herself.
That's very true. So I guess it would be at least an appropriate description that she's a female Hauser because she needs to tank some bullets at least.
What really sucks about that game mode is the fact that it could have been picked up competitively if the hostage was AI controlled, but it's not.
Yeah, I think actually, having it AI controlled would have been a little bit better.
Because, like I said, they have AI following mechanics.
And you can tell NPCs like in Blood Money what to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Exactly. That's what I was saying. And they also have the ability to know when you're in a certain area, like how medkits work. The reason that domination-ish rip-off game mode that no one plays anymore. Yeah, the reason that doesn't work is because they didn't do it in a way that would allow the flag to sense when you're in the area.
Exactly. Combat Arms doesn't have a system like that so far.
Yeah, they do. That's how medkits work.
Oh, right. Sorry, my bad.
If they had used that programming to move over to
and I really don't agree with having only one flag in the map.
Well, I'm talking about the other one, the one where there's 6 flags.
6 flags? What?
Yeah, the one that's on that map with the bathrooms and the one everyone used to power level.
Oh, Death Row or Death Row. Yeah, Death Row. That game was actually really, really fun.
Yeah, if they had just used that area of effect sensing mechanism
so
that they
long.
have.
That game mode isn't. Wait, is that game mode still in the game?
Yeah, it's still there.
But they changed
never got
death
rid of
row
it.
so much that it's not even the same anymore. Like they closed off a
I
lot
mean,
of the areas where you could have previously accessed.
No, they only close those off in different game
Oh,
modes. In
okay,
that specific game mode, it still works exactly the same as when it was implemented.
I see.
What do you think about the random cases you get for weapons?
I'm
just-
glad that they were back. Oh, sorry, Tanner.
No,
Okay.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Whoops. Personally, I'm glad that they returned because I'm a 2K8 veteran, and they had those in the very beginning of the game, and then they took them all out in favor of the Mist N, and then later on the Alphabet cases. So I'm glad to see that they've come back at least for a little while for the hotshots. So it gives people.
They're probably going to come out with a new kind of case soon. I mean, like follow up on the ABC cases.
Yeah, that's probably what Nexon's gonna do actually.
Maybe something to go with like the Greek alphabet, like Omega.
Oh God.
Maybe. Shadow, I have a question for you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Why do you pronounce the L96A1 Gilly Gile?
I have no clue. I don't know. That's
That's a
how I
cool way to
pronounce
say
my first-
Gilly, actually.
no, I know
Gilly.
why. I know why. It's because that's how Backstar pronounced it.
Is it?
I don't remember Backstar ever pronouncing the word Gilly Gilly. Just saying.
He
He's
didn't come-
Canadian. So
Well, that's true. I guess.
I don't. He just
I mean,
added
it's not
A
a
to
big
the end of
deal.
Gilly.
It's not a big deal. I was just really curious.
Well, Omahdon said I pronounced Vimy wrong, so I'm just gonna keep calling it Vimy just to piss him off, but it doesn't piss him off.
You
so.
did pronounce it wrong. It's literally a piece of history.
Well, I was born in, or I wasn't born here, but I was raised in the USA, so America, bitch.
I was born in space. I got hit by a meteor when I was born.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my god, I hate the T2. It has been so nerfed. It used to be a great weapon.
Oh my god, it's still just as good as when it came out. You people.
No,
are-
it hasn't. It's got an awful damage.
If it's been nerfed, I can't notice it because I still own people with it. Just saying.
Has the micro Uzi been nerfed or not? I can't tell.
Micro Uzi, well, it's safe to assume that Nexon nerfs every single NX standard weapon that they release after the preview sale.
No matter how much you people say that, I will never agree with that. I really never will.
I mean, it's up to they never say it, so I mean, yeah, there's justification for you not believing it. I'm just saying they've nerfed the AN94 before. They've nerfed
no,
other
that's like
things
that was a
before.
nerf they told us about though.
I don't ever
literally
remember
told
reading
us
any
that.
update that telling us that the AN94 was specifically nerfed. All I knew though,
They told us that they reduced the damage from a 49 to a 48. That was like a recorded
49 to
nerf,
48,
whereas
AN94 still deals 49 damage, dude.
That's the tactic,
right.
bro.
See how long I've been using that for. Even then, it's only one. It's only one less point of damage. I still kill people in three bullets at AN94 2 bursts anyway.
As far as the CC Scorpion, it's basically an Assault Rifle crossover for whoever was asking that. I prefer the Magpul personally.
Yeah, I'd have to say Magpul as well.
Magpul,
That
no
was
recoil. Magpul, literally no
Really
recoil.
The
broken.
Magpul S1 suppressor, that thing's a monster.
Guy,
Like
a
you go into
really
Papa server
broken-
with the Magpul, and either Magpul variant, just headshot, all day. You don't need to.
A really good setup is a sniper with a Magpul secondary. And
what-
also, please do not ask me about overpowered weapons. I'm not in the mood.
I love talking about overpowered weapons, but one of my favorite setups for junk OMA that's not sniper only, whip out a Barapi with an extended magazine 1 and a Magpul with an S1 suppressor, rape fucking shit.
I don't like talking about overpowered weapons because I get into this argument. Asia knows my stance on it. I don't think anything in this game is overpowered. And then when I start talking about it, everyone's like, "Oh my god, how are you so retarded?" and blah 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 blah.
Guys, I just realized something.
Yeah.
On the live feed, there's an Inception.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it.
There's the
Oh,
streamception thing.
Stream session.
Shit.
Todd kills CA. Tanner is right here with us. Tanner, say hi.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
MSR.
L115A3 Gilly, are you insane?
No, MSR. Faster server.
L115, more ammo, better reload speed,
It doesn't-
quicker
wait, doesn't it
scoping
have more
speed.
ammo? I thought they were both 5 or 35.
No, they had the exact same ammo. MSR has 35
Yeah,
Ammo
rounds.
capacity is the same. It scopes in faster, I know that. It also has a much faster
How can I
reload.
pop out the chat? Actually, hold on. Let me go to my.
Okay, yeah, but think about it. The MSR is meant to be a variant of the M200. It's styled the same way. It's so much cooler.
Pop out.
Although I gotta say, props for them making a gun that can rival like the TRG and the Mac and the MSR and those kind of guns. So big props on that. I mean, I'm glad that the Gilead's in the game. It's a fun gun to play with.
TRGSE still reigns as best, sexiest sniper.
No,
Sex-
MSR. I am a hard supporter. What are your
Ew,
thoughts on the DSR?
ew, shun the non-believer. Shun the non-believer.
Hey, wait a second. That girl on your desktop, does she have like a backpack +5 or something? How can she carry that many guns?
Hacks, obviously.
Okay, Shadolance, please tell me you haven't heard of the anime called Puella Magica Madoka, blah blah blah, whatever.
I've heard of it, never seen it.
Then, if you
just
want to know
butchered
what her
that
power is, then go watch it.
I feel like you just
Oh, it's
butchered the
like-
name of that anime.
It is, I did. It's Puella Madoka Magica. That's basically what it is. Why isn't my
Alright,
Twitch
let's-
chat working?
All right, 4 minutes, people. If you got any questions you want to throw in, now's the time to do it because we might not be taking any more questions after this.
I think we will.
Yeah.
I think we will.
I said
Might.
might.
but I think we will. Personally.
Wait, so while we do this, are we just going through and answering their questions?
Oh
or-
no!
Asians
I've got a
topics.
list of topics that we can talk about together. Like we can make the rounds and then just like.
Okay,
seriously.
Toon Live wants to know, what do you think about the L96 series? Can we just go off in order with this one? I'll go last if you guys don't mind.
L96 series. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do we think of it?
Yeah.
They're most reliable, I guess.
That's what I'd have to say. Is
Streamception!
When you get into S&D game modes, I find them reliable. I don't know.
Oops. Wrong one.
Shadow?
Okay, well, for my thoughts on the L96 series, I gotta say I have a soft and sore spot for them. I feel pissed off when I get killed by one, to be honest, because I know they're so inaccurate, but they're fun to use because they show a lot of skill, in my opinion, in comparison to other snipers. I really just love my Black Magnum. Anyone who's seen my channel knows that the first 3 things I got out of the Black High Sec case on my Shadolance account, back when it was still called Shadolance, it was called, I got the M416 camo for 90 days, I got the Air Force for 30 days, and I got that gun, I think it was out of a Black High Sec for permanent. But I got the Black Magnum for permanent out of like my 3rd case pull ever.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at chat.
Okay, let's
That's great
see
because I
here.
can't load my chat for some reason because my internet sucks.
Hold on, I didn't get to put my opinion on the L96 out there yet.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, because you're special, you go.
Hey.
We take turns. We
Anyway,
share.
though. But in all seriousness, I think the L96 series is underpowered in today's CA, but it's still an incredibly reliable series of guns. And I've come to learn through studying the game's mechanics, the L96A1 Arctic Wolf is actually less accurate than the standard L96.
It is.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That's without customization.
I can agree with
that's
that.
Without,
Oh, you mean without customizing the gun Emporium? I've
yeah,
never done
without
that.
even customizing it. The L96A1 standard is more accurate than the Arctic Wolf.
That explained a lot. It really would.
Because the silencer that's on the L96A1 Arctic Wolf, even though it says it doesn't really affect anything, it actually makes the gun less accurate and it affects the in-scope recoil of it. So it actually makes the gun 75% accurate as opposed to 90%.
Now, that's something I'd actually like to point out there. I'm not saying you're wrong. No, I'm not trying to go on that. But what the S1 suppressor and recoil reducing things actually do, people always complain that it makes recoil worse. It's talking about recoil outside of scope. What it does is next
Yeah, it
on
does.
They're talking. What we're talking about is center speed here.
Yeah. If you have like a really low recoil, what that actually means is that it has low recoil with the actual spread. If you see like a reticle, so like the Arctic Wolf will in theory have a lower like overall spread, but the recoil is only affected by the spread recovery is only affected by the accuracy of the gun. So.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, the USP and the L96A1 had the exact same hipfire spread.
Really?
Yes.
That's
So if
fun.
you ever wanted to learn how to jump scope with the L9, all you have to do is jump around with an USP until you learn how long it takes for it to go back to standard size, and you've got the L96 down pat.
That's cool. I gotta practice with that.
That might explain why I feel more comfortable jump scoping with the L9 than with most other sniper rifles. The only other sniper rifle that I'm comfortable with jump scoping all the time with is the TRGSC.
Yeah, but in that case, the gun's already like 99% accurate.
Half the time anyway, yeah.
Same
So
with the
that's probably true of most TPG variants anyway, or TRG variants for that.
All right,
matter.
7 o'clock.
TPG on the TPG series. What are your guys' thoughts on the Masters?
I don't like it.
Same here. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I don't mind it, but I prefer Pro and TPG. It's so weird because does anyone agree with me that for the TPG family, like within all the variants, that it's exclusive to the TPG family? Like you like the variants in backwards order?
I do. Yes, I do.
Like most of the time,
GP
most of the
standard.
time you would
I
be
like
able, you would like the NX Rare
Yeah.
most or Epic if there is one, and then the NX Standard and then GP Rare, or you can mix and match those two, and then the GP Standard the very last, TBG series Master last, Pro second, and then TBG
Asian.
one first. What?
Asian.
I have to agree.
Not
Yes.
to cut you off, but it is 7 o'clock.
Yeah, well,
5 o'clock for you.
just wanted to get everyone's
6,
opinion on it.
6 o'clock.
It's 5 for me anyway. Anyways, yeah, so this is the official start of the Combat Arms Tribunal, so welcome every 51 or so people, one of you. I can't see you guys chatting because my internet is stupid, so yeah, hopefully you guys, you other three can look at the chat and monitor it for me.
Yeah, I'll let you
Shadow,
know what
actually,
goes
have
on.
I
I
modded
gotcha.
you? Have I modded
I'm
you,
talking to
Shadow,
them
in my
whatnot,
chat?
so-
Have I modded you in my chat?
No, you haven't.
Oh right, my chat won't even load. Oh, I can.
Yeah, I
actually.
said.
Oh, I need to mod you as well, Tanner. So, wait, are you
Oh,
Tanner
yeah,
Pro?
No worries.
Send me a.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to OP
Let the
you
admin
right
bring down
there,
one.
and Shadow, what's your user?
It's Shadolance.
it's
It's
just-
literally just
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Shadowlands.
Right.
I so special.
I should have modded you both, but because my Twitch chat isn't working at the moment, hopefully it'll work later, but I'm not too sure if it's gonna work right now. Anyway,
It's
Right.
not a big
Yeah.
deal.
By the way, quick thing to start this thing off. Anyone who in the next minute while we're setting this up can name my full online internet name. And yes, I have said it, and it's also on a couple of websites. Anyone who can name it, I will send an NX case in the next 2 days. I'm not
What if,
even serious.
what if I get it?
Then I'm going to hit you in the face.
through the
Oh.
internet,
I know you
sweet.
can see it. I know
Through
you
the
can see it.
internet. Anyways, so yeah, let's get started on kicking this tribunal off. Welcome everybody. This is the fourth tribunal, I want to say, of this series. I guess I don't know. Horrible intro.
How often do you
Not-
do these?
I do it like whenever I have time, basically. Last time I think it was like
Oh,
last
okay.
month or so, but hey.
I just had to ask.
it's not like a consistent series. It's just whenever people want to do it, whenever we got time. So.
I mean, it would be cool monthly,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I did one. I think I
It's
did one
just what it is.
exactly 1 month ago. It's either 1 month or 3 weeks, so that's cool. Anyways,
Who knows?
Anyways.
so yeah,
But,
our guests for today are TannerPro or Tanner Production. Actually, leave your links. Wait, hold on. I turned off links. So Omahdon, can you put in links to their channels? Because you're a mod. I think mods don't have that restriction.
Uno momento.
So
Poor faithful.
our guests, like I said, our guests are Tanner Production, Shadolance 1 or Shadolance Grammary, whatever you want to call him, and Omahdon, aka the only persona. He doesn't really have a YouTube channel,
Hello.
but he's a prominent YouTube member of the YouTube community anyway for his Combat Arms. And me, the host, I guess, lack of a better term, Asian Psycho at TowerSniper98. So yeah, talk started. So, our first topic of today is just like a general topic, just thoughts on the newest patch of, I think, what was it? Was it 2 weeks ago now? 3 weeks ago, something like that? Like, let's talk about newest game modes like Arms Race. Well, that was 2 patches ago, but whatever. Arms Race, VIP Escort, VIP Elimination, whatever you want to talk about what that came in the last patch or latest patches. Anyone want
Let's hear
to?
from Tanner first.
As far as Arms Race goes, I honestly thought it brought like new life to the game. It kind of brings in a Call of Duty, I don't know, aspect to the game. If you would agree, would you agree? In a way, as far as gun game goes.
In a sense,
Call
in a
of
sense,
Duty.
yes.
In a sense, yes, but at the same time, it's its own thing. Would you?
Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
Combat Arms, let me just say this real quick. Combat Arms' gun game, or Arms Race as it's called in here, it gives
Yeah.
it like a twist. Like, it follows the protocol of gun game, but you can modify it, because in Black Ops and Black Ops 1, the gun game is just standard. It's never going to change. You know how everything's going to go. Whereas in Combat Arms,
That's right,
you can
yeah.
change it because it's like one-man army style. You can change it from 15 kills, 30 kills, 45 kills. And also, there's that hidden feature where you have like a set percent chance. Is it 50% or something like that? Where you can spawn your own gun that you spawn in with?
I want to say
Yeah,
it is
so
50, yeah.
you had the chance
depending on the
to
path.
kind of break the system and then bring your own gun, whatever you have equipped on you currently, and that fits in with whatever game or gun type that you're currently on. And you can just, if you need a boost, then the game gives you a boost right there, and well, with the chance that is, and then it says, hey, you can use your own gun for the next 4 kills. And I think I really like that. It's a very interesting twist, and I think it's working out for the better.
I enjoy gun game. I do. It's just that for me, it loses its novelty pretty fast. It's a great game mode. It is. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But for me, it's just like it was a breath of fresh air. I loved it. But now it's another game mode that I just don't touch.
That's true. When it first came out, it was actually new life. I saw people in the chat say it brought them back to Combat Arms, so it kind of brought them back into playing other game modes. So it was like that new burst that people needed to come back, I think. And so
It's good. As far as any other new things, as far as patches,
But hold
go,
on, what
let's
about
see,
Shadowlance's opinion on Arms Race?
He died.
I'm not dead. I'm only bleeding.
That is the
Just
best
naturally.
description I've ever heard in my entire internet life.
oh my gosh.
Anyway, as far as Arm Race, anyone who has watched my channel knows that I love like Counter-Strike, Call of Duty. Although I'm really a big Battlefield player, but when I'm online, I'm usually playing some competitive mode with Counter-Strike. And Arms Race is one of my favorite games to play there because it has a respawn, unlike a lot of the Elim Pro style games. So Arms Race is like inviting me back home. Honestly, I'm thrilled to have it in the game, and I play it probably more than I should find healthy. In my
So I
life.
guess Among Us, it's like half of us, Omahdon and Tanner, kind of like, oh yeah, it's fun, but we don't really play it like as often as we did when it first came out.
I don't play it
It seems like
religiously.
me and Shadow kind of play on a regular basis because I find myself going into Arms Race games at least like a couple times whenever I'm on Combat Arms. So for me, I feel like it's really fun, and Shadow, I guess, agrees with me on that too.
Yeah, thank you.
The thing
Honestly,
about Arms
yeah,
Race.
go ahead.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
okay. The thing about Arms Race, though, is that it gave me something else to do with my friends when we play private matches. So instead of always playing one-man army, we can just throw on some Arms Race and screw around on Lunar Labs.
What was I gonna say? Oh,
Thoughts on a
It's-
new map to go with it?
Lunar Labs, I like, but I won't play it for anything other than Arms
Yeah,
Race.
because it's
if
too
you do, you just-
quirky. It's way too quirky.
That and you get that one guy sitting up next to the ground, control,
just trolling everyone when everyone's just jumping around in the air. Just turns off and everyone falls to their deaths.
The other map they released, what the hell was it called again? The first
Quantum
Yeah,
Labs.
Quantum Labs.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, that is
Yeah.
the most broken piece of crap I've ever seen. As a game designer, I can look at that. I mean, I've actually done game design in my life, and I'm saying that is the most broken piece of crap I've ever seen. First of all, the teleporting to the top of the towers. What kind of crack were they smoking when they made that?
Yeah, there's no point to that.
I feel like Quantum Labs is an interesting twist to the Combat Arms, the mainstream mechanics that most people are used to. So, in order to twist it up a little bit and just throw mechanics out the window and say fuck it, I think it was a pretty good idea. But like I was playing a few games on Quarantine on Quantum Labs. It's too easy for humans. The gravity, the low G makes it so easy for humans to just free run everywhere. It's like free run isn't even like a skill anymore on that map.
It's almost as bad as that one safe room on Junk Fleet 2. That
Oh
no one lets
yeah.
anyone use.
You have specs,
Oh, yeah.
throw down med kits, just have a flamethrower, shut yourself in. That's fucking hot. That's just, blech. Just let me just drink some bleach real quick.
You know what really made me kind of disappointed when I heard about this is that there was no storyline really to go with it. When there was the whole Nemexis thing, they put this whole story behind it, and it was great.
Oh, like the
And
Combat Arms
story behind
lore?
this was
The lore?
It was just weak.
Oh, I guess. Like, it's just all of a sudden like, oh, hey, look, now we're in, like, did it say it was on, like, outer space or something, like on the moon?
I don't know what the hell.
I mean, for a map to be
one
called
knows.
Lunar Labs, I would assume it's on the moon. Or something like that, I don't know.
Let's move on to VIP escort.
Okay, sure.
Ugh.
I guess I'll weigh in
Yeah,
first. since I made
Omahdon
transition.
has the strongest opinions on this, so let's have him. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, like I stated it a little bit earlier, but not everyone was here to hear me say it. The VIP escort game mode is a little broken, for one. It's broken by speed gear, because it makes everything a little too easy for the attacking side. You can get to the VIP a lot faster than you think, especially with full speed. And then beyond that, I think that the hostage should have been AI controlled, because if you have it as a player, it kind of removes the competitive aspect, because it would have been able to be a competitive game mode if it was an AI controlled hostage. So that way, when you have the entire defending team protecting it and then getting it out of jail, getting it to the heli. But instead, you just end up with a search and destroy game mode with one player that's damn near useless. And that's my...
But wouldn't that add another, I don't know, another aspect of competitiveness? Because it is useless, so you have to be around it in order to win.
Well, yes, very true, but at the same time, you have a player that's like again, if this was, say we're playing at the highest level, say we're playing at like the best of the best of combat arms, playing this game mode competitively, but you got one of those players that only has a pistol and they're slow.
That basically makes it a 78, is what he's saying.
It doesn't allow them to. I don't know. I get what you mean.
You get what I mean, though. It doesn't allow them to effectively help the team because they're stuck in one position.
That, and if they do make the VIP AI control, they should make it so that she is really tanky but can't fight back. Because if she can fight back, then that's just basically making like 8.5 people versus 8.
I don't know. I feel like if they made her AI controlled, she should still die just as easily because if it's AI controlled, then in that scenario you've got the entire team working to defend her. They can just kind of post up in certain spots, watch some alleyways, maybe grab a sniper or two, kill the enemies as they try to come get her.
But then again, most pro scrims are like 4v4, are they not? Like 4v4 or 5v5. Oh, okay, 5v5. But still, that's not like 8v8 where you know for a fact that some people can post up near the VIP, though.
Yeah, but in 5v5 scenarios, you've got people that have to play certain spots together. You've got someone watching a man alleyway, someone watching his back in case he gets rushed, someone watching the middle alleyway in case there's going to be a flank, and someone watching a different side of the map just in case they decide to flank all the way around the map. It works perfectly with a 5v5 scenario. That game mode would be perfect, except for the fact that it's not an AI-controlled hostage.
And also... Actually, sorry.
Teams, you have, like, 1 or 2 snipers, 1 or 2 rushers, and you'd have one person that was more of a support player that didn't focus so much on actually killing a person, more of just lighting and being support from the back.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a typical ideal team like ICOG, wherever the hell it was called.
CGL now.
CGL now.
CGL now. Why did they keep changing
yeah,
it? Sorry, anyways.
Hmm?
Like, I was just wondering why CGL just keeps changing their names, but I guess that's the question.
Well, it's because it's actually different leagues. Woggle was its own league, and Woggle ended up dying. So then someone ended up making the ICOG, and ICOG lasted for 2 seasons, I think, and then ICOG's company died, and then someone sprang up. His name, if you ever played against a guy named Shanzi.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Shanzi built CGL.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
No, not CBL, guys. CGL. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
I don't get the whole thing behind it. And CBL is not shut down, actually. They're just not updating, actually. CBL
because Nexon doesn't have their player profiles up right now. And Shadow.
Yeah.
He says you don't really understand what the whole point behind CGL is.
I love playing it on Counter-Strike or something, but this game is, if you look at the difference between Counter-Strike and a game like this, Counter-Strike is designed to be incredibly competitive. It's based on team effort. If you look at a game like this, a single skilled player can literally carry your entire team. So it's not, in my opinion, this game is not designed to be that kind of competition.
But will not. But that same scenario can be applied to Counter-Strike.
It can be, but it really depends on the map and who is playing. But the game
same applies to this game. The same applies to this game. One player
still has limitations and whatnot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One player does not.
You can't really compare I mean, sure, yeah, Combat Arms and CS are first-person shooters, yeah, but I mean, in the end of the day, they're different games. You can't really compare them as well, you know. I mean, there can be pro scenes for both, and you might come up with reasons why one game's pro scene is stronger than the other. But saying that one of the reasons is because some traits don't apply to some traits only apply to one game, and some traits don't to the other one. It's kind of like, well, they're different games.
Speaking of pro scenes, the competitive combat arms scene in Brazil is getting so much.
It is blowing up, dude. Their live streams, it's small, yeah. They only have 3K or 4K viewers, but their sponsorships are strong. Like you see you see some of their companies that are sponsoring them. They are big names. They're not like some no names. They're big names.
True, and something else. They have casters, they have studios, they have LAN events,
and they have Nexon support. They have direct Nexon support, don't they?
And
they should. Yeah, they have Nexon employees casting them, I think.
You know how they say that you can't have a first-person viewing mode in Combat Arms? That's a lie.
Yeah, that is definitely
a complete,
lie.
Utter lie. Because they have it in VR.
Wait, in where? Where?
In the Combat Arms Brazil competitive scene, they use the first-person viewing systems. If you've ever watched any of their
I've watched one of them, but they only ever used the third person. I've never seen them use a first person, but I'm pretty sure they had something like that hidden up their sleeves.
Is it based on client side, the recording system, or is it based server side? Because it seems always really high FPS to me.
I'm pretty sure it's client.
Really?
I'm not entirely sure. Do not quote me at all. I'm assuming because I don't really know that much about the Commodore's Brazil client or any of their servers. But all I know for a fact is that they have a first-person viewing mode, and I don't know why Nexon doesn't let us have that. Because it would
What do you
make.
guys think about like the Commodore's Russia stuff?
I honestly, yeah, it did. It was just kind of a watered down version of CA without all of the specs and everything. And once they brought that in, everyone kind of like, I don't know. They kind of just left. I would think.
I can see why. Yeah.
Real quick, what do you guys? Someone in the chat was asking about this, and it's on the list of topics. Let's talk about the M16 variants and new.
Oh, before that, sorry to interrupt, but we'll get to that right after. But what do you guys think of the new VIP elimination? Like they added that in with the last patch, right?
Your favorite
Pointless.
Pointless.
Oh,
Pointless.
I would have to say it's pointless as well. It's
New favorite mode.
It's just another LM, really.
It's a
Elim.
faster going Elim game. I love it because you can get through it so quickly without having to lower the number of kills or points. Even 180 points goes by quickly. And also, I love how the EXP is balanced for it. It's like 2009 Combat Arms, not like tons of EXP just spilling out all over your freaking guts.
So Omahdon
So
says
it's like-
Omahdon and Tanner say that it's rather pointless, basically the same Elim, and the Shadow is on the other side saying it's really fun and there are advantages to having VIP Elim. Wait, Omahdon, did you want to say something?
I was just gonna say, like, basically, it's just like TDM Express.
TDM. Oh yeah,
Oh, it is.
yeah, I can see that from Modern Warfare 2 and other Call of Duties. Yeah, it's definitely like
Oh, it
that.
is.
I feel like I actually really enjoy VIP Elim because first of all, the cosmetics that you get, like the medals that you get for killing the VIPs.
I would agree. They actually put some thought.
They
effort
seem
into
it seems
for
pretty
once.
cool. I can see that having VIP Elim is kind of like, well, it's basically the same Elim. But I mean, it's an option for people who are playing on large maps, and 140 kill Elim games are going to take way too long if they don't if they just play it out. So I think having the VIP Elim choice is always good. Like any option that you can do that isn't going to break the game like outright. Like VIP Elim, it's just a twist on the normal Elim. So I mean, it's not pointless. It's definitely an option that's there for people to use.
I guess I won't say I hate it. I'll say I'm impartial.
You just don't care for it. Yeah.
It's just there. I don't know.
I don't
If
care
it's-
for it. I choose not to play it.
I'll play it just because it's there, and maybe if I'm like, I actually feel like doing the jobs on Common Arms one day. And
Oh, do
I
they
don't
have
know.
some of the jobs on VIP Elim?
They have just recently put VIP LM in some of the jobs. So if I want to get free stuff, I'll play some VIP.
I
LM.
haven't done daily jobs in
Yeah,
like
me
6
neither.
months.
Well, to be
Yeah, I
honest,
started doing them yesterday actually.
to be fair though, this new mode is at least not like the old bastard child of Commodore Season Secure. Oh my god.
Yeah,
At
you
least
can
it's not another
you can
bad
see it
child.
because people. It's not like how when Cabin Fever was first released, when everyone was playing Cabin Fever. But it's not like Season Secure, like Shadow said, where people played it, but on the first day, and not even like there weren't even many Season Security rooms ever. So like VIP Elim, you can find at least a few of them, good decently sized rooms in every single channel. So it still has a strength.
Someone was wondering in the comments, how do you tell who's VIP in a VIP LM? Is it correct? It goes from
Top three
top
people.
points, the top 3 points, the top is 7, second is 5, third is third. 3
Yeah.
points. Okay.
I'm so glad. one
Although
of
there's
you both
actually a
answered
kind of
that.
balance thing that I've seen where a person who's in first won't always be gold for some reason. Like at the start of the game, it's only worth 1 point. So I think it gets escalated at some degree.
Okay.
I feel like if you're I don't know this because I've never played the game mode. I'm just going to assume really quickly. I feel like maybe if you're the VIP and start getting kills as the VIP, your point value goes up. Because they had a system like that in Halo 4 with a game mode that I don't remember the name of, but I know how it worked. Because if you were the top guy in the game, the more kills you got, the more points you were worth if someone finally killed you. So maybe it works kind of like that.
I can see that, but has anyone ever... Wait, Shadow, have you gotten a kill that was worth more than 7 points?
I've never
Yeah, I think
gotten
7 is
that.
the max.
I've played lots of
I
games.
think
I've played
gold
forever.
or whatever the top rank is, I think 7 points is the max from what I've seen. I've never gotten a kill that was worth 9.
Is that Arctic?
Who? I can't see the chat because my...
The Arctic
Drop.
Oh, Arctic Drop. I think Arctic Drop should be already modded on my channel, but in case...
I need to be. Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually.
I don't want to check
I
Skype
don't-
right
I don't
now.
think
Wait,
it is.
actually, let me check Skype. Hold on, let me just turn off the screen for a sec here.
Anyway, while he does that, let's go on to the whole new weapons thing. What's your opinion? What's you guys' opinions on the M16A4?
Oh my God, I could talk for hours on that.
I'll let Shadow go since
Yeah,
I'm
Shadow.
real.
No, you go first. You go first.
I honestly have very little to say. Go ahead.
I'll go ahead and weigh in then. I'm very apathetic about the gun. I was excited at first because I was like, okay, finally, changing of the guard and new M16, about fucking time, Nexon. But then I'm like, it's a very underpowered gun, to be quite honest with you, and it feels wonky, and I don't like the way it looks.
I like the guns that take up less of your screen. It feels like you have the
Yeah,
option
I
to
definitely agree with
see
that.
more of your map.
Peripheral
Yeah.
vision is
So-
is definitely something I rely upon a lot because I don't. The thing is that how I play is I don't always focus on the middle of my screen, even though I kind of should in order to kill more people. But I always rely on my surroundings. Like I sound horror. I always can't check the corners of my HUD to make sure just to prevent myself from getting tunnel vision. So the fact that the M16 isn't like so bulky on your screen, like fuck's sake, the PP2000 is, or like what's another assault rifle that takes up a lot of your screen?
XM8.
Oh yeah, oh god, that
Yes.
gun.
Oh,
I love that gun, but
Oh, the LED
please,
five.
Nexon, why you do this?
It's like a freaking whale on your
Exactly, it's like you're
screen.
carrying like a machine gun.
Sir, it's a fish.
I'm gonna go
It's
with
a
whale.
fish.
It's a goddamn fish, and you know it. Just kidding.
I will slap you with a whale.
If you
I
could
love
do
the
that, I
XM8
would be
though. It's
quite
such a
scared.
Great gun. It's such an amazing gun. Like, if I had the choice between having my Perm G3 Valk and an XM8, I would choose the XM8 every time.
Okay, back to M16 because the XMA isn't what we're talking about right now.
But yeah, back to the M16 variants. I already told weighing in on it. I don't like the way it looks. It feels wonky, and it's just really underpowered compared to a lot of things. Plus, its spread feels weird. It feels really weird.
I can agree with that. The spread definitely feels not very good. That's definitely for sure. I feel like, can you, Omahdon, do you agree with me that the M16's hipfire spread while you're walking around and strafing is basically the same as the G36's? Like, just the size,
used
just
it
the
enough.
size.
I
would
used
say
it
yes.
enough
Because
to
I
weigh in on that.
definitely
say
feel like
yes.
the size of the hipfire spread while you're strafing is basically the same size as G36 is when you're strafing as well.
Hold that thought. I'm getting on C8 to test this right
Okay.
now, as a matter of fact.
Okay,
Yeah,
turn, my
Shadow,
turn.
go ahead.
I raised
Yeah.
my hand, teacher. My hand is up, teacher. Okay.
Okay, you in the back. Shadow, you in the back?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Sit down and take your butt in because it's going to be hard to get up. Anyway,
Ew. Ew.
Okay.
Ugh.
My personal
Okay.
opinion is that the gun is possibly the most balanced thing in the game I have seen in so long. They've been all over the spectrum, usually leaning towards the completely overpowered the first 3 days gun and then nerf the shit out of it. But honestly, I think it's the most balanced gun in the game right now because of a few reasons. One, the recoil pattern is manageable, yet it's still tappable, but it's high enough that you can't just spray the entire magazine.
Ditto.
That
It's
is
completely
Ditto.
customizable.
Ditto.
It's completely
I would
customizable
agree,
with
yes.
sights and extended magazine. The damage drop-off is perfect. It is a 5 to 6 shot kill at maximum range and a 3 to 4 shot kill at close range. That's perfect. Also, the upgrade from the GP to the NX Firebug variant is that the stats all increase, but just by the
Yeah,
little bit
1
that they
point for
should.
every single stat except for the portability where it goes like shoots up like by 8.
Well,
That's fine,
No,
yeah, because we have
the
other
auto
assault
Valkyrie
rifles
did
like that.
too. But I was so happy when I saw that because I'm like, shouldn't all NX guns be like this? Not just the 1 point increase on damage, or not the no point increase on the Valkyrie. I mean, honestly, let's see some real stuff, and this is perfect. I think it's the most balanced gun in the game.
Like, quick fact, or a quick fun fact for you guys, the M16 Firebug is the first NX gun that I've seen in an extremely long while that Nexon has actually buffed every single stat.
What was the
I
last?
can't remember.
I think it was one of the LED5 series.
You actually, you might be right.
MK14
You
mod
might be
0,
right.
MK14
I
mod
think it was
0.
the
Oh, was it the MK14 Mod 0?
MK14 mod 0.
But to what? What was it? Are you talking about the regular M14 or what? Compare.
Wait, doesn't the
well, if you're
MK14
talking
only
about-
deal 49 damage anyway, or is it over 50?
M14 deals 50, MK14 deals 47, but again, it's
Yeah, but that's not a buff. That's a nerf in terms of straight damage.
SE
Yeah.
is like fappable. It is so good if you upgrade the damage.
M14 SE is sex. Just saying.
It's amazing.
I love
prefer
gun.
the SE
I
to
love
the
that gun.
Hunter.
Just saying. I love that gun.
I prefer the SE to the Hunter.
I can see that. I can almost agree with that. If it weren't for the fact that the M14 Hunter just owns people at long range, but that's just me.
It does. I'd rather have an M417 SB.
Yeah, well, M417 SB is like the king of assault rifles, but arguably, but we won't go there.
I love it, honestly. My favorite.
Anyways,
Yeah. Anyways,
I would
M16,
have
we
to
can all agree that. Well, actually, we don't all agree, but Shadow,
Well,
did you have anything?
I would say it.
Sorry.
Sorry.
God damn it, Shadow. Do you have anything else to say on the M16? And then we'll go over to Tanner.
Oh my.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Oh my.
Anyways, we'll ignore Shadow for a little bit as he does his dirty business.
Fap. Anyways, I would just have to ditto exactly what Shadow said. It allows GP to compete, like, once again, I would say. So
Tango.
With
Yeah,
NX
exactly.
guns, with NX standard guns. and
with
stuff
the
like
NX
that.
guns,
Yeah,
yes.
I can see that too. As for my thoughts,
What do you guys think about the M Hunter, the Hunter thing?
the M14 Hunter. Has anyone actually used the M14 Hunter besides me?
I've got it perm, done a review. It's one of my favorite guns. It's not as good as the SE, but I love it.
Same here.
I've
It's
never
because
used it.
I love it for what it's strong for. It obviously has its downsides. The main disadvantage being that the M14 Hunter is honestly the biggest example of just extremely bad center speed. The M14 Hunter is
Asian.
the only gun, or one of the only assault rifles that you can actually notice the center speed not going where it should, or your bullets not going where it should.
Asian.
What?
Really quickly, I'm going to interrupt you. A quick update on the M16A4 spread versus G36E. M16A4 has more.
More? That's actually kind of surprising.
More.
Do you have the Firebug or the regular?
The regular, because I would never buy another NX gun.
Yeah, almost just like that.
Firebug is like, no.
Oh my. You and touching yourself. Alright.
You know he's not really doing it right now. It's really easy to make fapping noises, but anyways. But yeah, the M14, actually, I'm going to talk about the M16 first a little bit. I agree with Shadow, too, on most cases. I do have a little bit on, I do have some things to disagree on, but they're not much, and they're just really minor. I feel like the M16 is still a little bit underpowered, like Omahdon says, because even though it does have a relatively good damage rate, like, it's still as powerful as the M416 CQB. Does the CQB have 39 damage?
Mm-hmm. 39
yeah, 39 damage,
39
and so is the M16. Though honestly, I feel like the CQB is still stronger than M16. That's just my opinion. It feels the CQB still feels stronger than M16.
CQB has less spread and it's got a higher fire
So that
rate,
could be why I feel like it has more damage. But for the most part, other than just a few minor things like the M16 has pretty bad hip fire spread and whatnot, I do agree with Shadow. I do agree with Tanner. And the proof for this is the fact that you actually see people using the M16 on a regular basis. You go into a room, there's a pretty good chance that someone's using the M16. There's a pretty good chance.
I mean, I've seen it in Clan Wars, so it's
Yeah.
able to compete in a
Exactly.
competitive style.
It's actually going to be CGL legal
Exactly.
next season, too.
And that's
You know
really
what I'm
good.
actually really
It
happy
means that
with,
Nexon is doing something right in terms of weapon balance.
One thing that I actually just tried again today, I was comparing my Firebug to an older gun that was popular for 5 minutes and then kind of died, although I honestly still love it, the Carbon 15. I was comparing spreads and fire rates to that. Despite the fact that the Firebug is in theory supposed to have a faster fire rate, I feel like the Carbon 15 still trumps it on
The
that.
Carbon 15 is meant to be an AR SMG hybrid, so that could be why.
Yeah, but then again, wasn't it also meant to rival the M4A1 series?
The Carbon 15?
I don't think so.
It was made to
Yeah.
be... it's an M4 variant.
It's an M4 variant. I don't think it was meant to rival the M4, though you could argue that.
They seem to perform similarly, at least after the M4 is customized.
I think the trade-offs for the Carbon 15 as opposed to the M4A1 was that the Carbon 15 is 1 point stronger because doesn't the C15 have 1 point more damage at 39? I think it has
so.
39, but at the same time,
thing
the
about-
recoil is a lot worse. The hipfire
The
spread
thing
is
about Carbon 15...
sorry.
The thing about guns like the Carbon 15, the CZ805, and a couple of other really standard NX guns is that they're just CQB clones.
CQB clones? I wouldn't think so.
Think about it. They have 39 damage, they have incredibly low recoil, throw on an iTech sight, and you've pretty much got the exact same gun.
Well, Carbon 15
I always liked
isn't
the
really.
spread
The
of
Carbon 15
fire.
doesn't remind me of the CQB at all. Just saying.
The Carbon has a lot worse damage drop-off, though. The
Well,
Carbon
like I
takes up to
said, it's
7
an AR
shots
SMG
killed.
hybrid, so that's obviously one of the things that is working against it.
I don't think it has the portability of an SMG.
It's not. It's
qualify
not.
that, though.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
it's going to have submachine-like qualities and AR-like qualities, so I guess portability is one of them. So.
I don't know. I was gonna buy it. I decided against it, though.
The Carbon 15 is a rarity. I still really like it because I don't really hate any gun in particular, except for the Remington.
The
but
last NX gun that I and I put purchased in air quotes here, is the one that Sniff gave me. That's the last time I did anything NX related.
I see.
I still prefer classic guns over the new
Yeah,
guns they release.
because we always know that the classic guns will never change. It's consistent. We know Nexon
It's
will
what
never
keeps
touch
the
it.
game the game. It seems.
Yeah,
Is-
I've got an
Because
inventory
if
full of NX weapons, and I
Nexon
use
if
GP.
Nexon changes too much of the game, then it's no longer really combat arms. Combat.
Then they lose those original people to. I don't know,
We've
to
already
some
lost a
other
lot
game.
of them anyway. There's
not that many
Nexon
anymore.
shouldn't go out of the
There's
way
not-
to make all of them go away.
There's not that many 1G players left these days.
I mean, I'm one of them, but hey.
Let's see. Okay, we've discussed the M16. We've got the new patch.
Thoughts
Let's
on
talk
new
about-
possible new leaked weapons? That was one of the things that
Oh,
because
yeah, we skipped over
Omahdon
that.
for one is really
I
looking
haven't
forward to
seen
the
anything
K2
on
mod. Apparently,
I'm waiting on my K2 variants for fuck's sakes.
If I get a K2 mod, I will go right back to. I'm not going to do it this time.
I don't. You can do it.
won't-
I mean, you can do it. I don't care.
Oh my god.
Has anyone actually used the K2 like on an extensive basis? Like I remember
I have
back
a
in the day
K2.
when I was like a 2K8 and 2K9 player, I used the K2 like almost weekly.
That's the,
You guys.
I had the K2 perm on an alt, and I used that thing religiously. I headshotted so much with it.
thanks to Backstar, that's the gun I used to practice tap firing.
Me too. Me too.
Hey, well, he
Me too.
did contribute. So
Yeah, I know.
just the K2 is. I mean, now it's so overshadowed by everything else. That's just the only sad part about it. It's a strong gun. It's just no one. Its recoil is too strong, even though it has good damage. And the K2, for fuck's sake, it's the only assault rifle with all three burst fire modes or all three fire
yeah,
modes.
that's true.
Like, how do you resist that? It's got single fire, burst fire, and full auto. Like. Really? The only thing that's not going for it is that it's a fact that you need to
But
remember.
with a gasoline-powered gun, you are polluting the atmosphere.
Something about the K2 though that bugs me is that its damage rating is a lie.
Yeah, I can agree with
It-
that.
it
It's not as
does-
strong as
it
40.
does-
Not as strong as 40.
It does not do 40 damage. It does not do 40 damage.
It's more like
I'll stand by that to the
37,
end of the year.
37 or 36.
It has to be one of those
It's
two.
definitely not as strong as M4. M4 kills faster than K2. That's definitely for sure.
Okay, actually, that's something I want to talk about for a second. If you guys, a lot of you guys have been asking me on my channel, I've got 4 PMs from this week actually, what the hell is AP? That's armor points. And this is my theory behind why guns don't do as much damage as they say they do. What the damage rating does is when you have 0 AP and you get shot to the chest as a medium vester, that's how much damage it does.
Shadow.
When you have full AP, that's what I think it does.
Shadow, really quickly. I'm going to interrupt you really quickly because it has to do with this topic. In case no one knew, and I don't know if you knew this either, but the standard medium vest comes with, I think, 10% of standard protection. So if you had a light vest on, you've got 0% protection. So that's
I
how
can
much
see that.
damage
I think that's legit
the gun
too.
would
I think that's
actually
legit.
Yeah.
Because
Something along those lines.
nothing in Combat Arms says that, oh, you have this much armor. All the stats say on the gear is just you get this much amount of armor or
Like here,
this much amount of
hold
speed.
on here. Like here, let me make it clear to you. The AK-47 does 48 damage, right?
Yeah.
What? Wait,
Now, multiply
AK-47?
that by-
Oh, yeah, it should do 48 damage, I think.
It does 48 damage. Now, you multiply that by 0.10 because that's the 10% protection that you lose on a light vest. So that's how much extra damage it's going to do. So the AK-47 does 4.8 points of extra damage to the chest of a light vester. So 48 plus 4.8, and you get 52 damage.
I don't think the
the
AK can
should-
two-shot someone to the
No,
front.
no. I wasn't done. I wasn't done. The AK is supposed to be able to two-shot, but there's still the little bit of armor that you have, and also the ability to shoot in the arms and legs in varying
If you shoot them in
damages.
back, then it's definitely two-shot.
In the back, it
Yeah,
will two-shot.
Back two-shot light vest.
Ideal damage is back shots. Everything else takes into
Because
account
the
like
game
a
is trying to
1%.
reward you with flanking and, you know, trying to be creative with your attack routes.
But anyway, go ahead, Shadow. I'm sorry.
No, that was pretty much it. I summed up right there.
That's really surprising because people do people seriously not know about armor?
I don't think it makes that big of a deal in the game that it affects too much. Guns that are into that's part of game balancing. I mean, that's what they
Like the
taught us.
only game mode that armor actually matters is when you're playing Spy Hunt and when you're a spy, because that's when
Oh
armor
my
actually
God, that is
matters.
So
I hardly ever play Spy Hunt. I couldn't tell you.
I suck at
I'm sure everyone in
I
chat
can't
who plays Spy Hunt already knows about it.
Here's how Spy Hunt works for me. Watch a Corgi video. Go play Spy Hunt. Remember, I'm not Corgi. Stop playing Spy Hunt.
That's basically like every other person who watches Call of Duty videos.
I'm so pro. I watch Call of Duty videos. Woo!
See Sandy Ravage go drop a nuke and on like a 100 to 199 domination game. Go play Modern Warfare 2. Remember, you're not Sandy Ravage. Fail on your nuke when you're 1 kill away.
I'm the only one that watches Girl Gone Gamer and wish I could be that good.
Watch who?
Girl Gone Gamer.
Girl
She's like a
Gone
machinima person, I think. She had a series.
Never heard of
She
her.
had a series on machinima where it's like.
I don't watch machinima videos anymore. They died to me. Well, I mean, Asians' videos don't count, but...
Well, I'm not. I'm part of machinima as a partner. It's just I don't post videos on their channel as a thing. So.
Wait, why is that? Like, is that just...
It's because he chooses not
It's
to.
I choose not to because first of all, even though I could probably get a lot of support from the people who watch Commodores and don't know about me, but they watch machinima. It's just that machinima's viewership is kind of like meh. I don't know.
It's really strange. It performs strangely. It doesn't work the way you would expect it.
It's machinima. They're a company, and they upload videos like they upload. They're the only other YouTuber that uploads more than me. Let's be honest. So
I'm sure there's some.
So, yeah.
there that
Testify.
do some.
So the reason, and because of that, people obviously can't watch all the videos like all the time. So they just watch like the ones that they are interested in. I mean, Machinima doesn't expect consistent viewership within all of their videos. And if I were to send them a gameplay, and then if on the off chance that they would take it and upload it to their Respawn channel, then it'd be like I get a bit of a surge in sub count, but it's not the kind that I really want. Like
They're probably not going to be as active.
Yeah, they're probably guys who are just like, oh hey, I used to play Commerce back in the day. And just watch and they just fall off.
Especially since most people that game now, they gravitate towards Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And in the back of their heads, it's like, what's
it's like, what's
Combat
Combat
Arms?
Arms? Like, what is this? It's on PC too. Why should I play PC? So
Exactly.
Can you gift yourself?
No.
Okay.
Let's see. Events. Did we skip over
no,
that?
we
or
have not
should
talked
move
about it.
that,
So let's
or-
talk about events.
Okay, go ahead.
You can start.
Okay.
Well, what events? I wasn't anywhere near Hotshot. I think I was like away camping in the wild somewhere when Hotshots was
Fighting bears.
going.
Shooting bears!
Exactly,
Ah!
shooting bears with a phone.
I killed a couple polar bears up in Canada. No big deal.
Took down Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I just want to hear what you guys have to say about that because I
Well,
wasn't.
Let's talk about the
necessarily around.
hotshot where they released the MSG90 hotshot and the SG5FO hotshot. Do you guys agree with that or not?
Yes. I feel like it's a good thing for people that are really really stupid with their GP.
Or GP
And they
heavily
have to have something
GP
to fall
reliant
back
and they don't buy a lot of NX.
Mm-hmm. Those people
Yeah.
need something to fall back on. And it's
Nexon,
always good, although
I really like the fact that Nexon is supporting the people who are dedicated to GP only and they aren't going to use any NX for whatever reason, whether it's be like they just can't buy any, or they just don't want to buy any. But the one thing that I do not disagree with at all is the fact that they nerfed the original MSG90's rate of fire just to release a hotshot of it. I do not agree with that at all. That is the dumbest shit that I've ever seen Combat Arms do. Like, they nerfed a GP weapon that's been in the freaking game ever since it got released. Like, why? Why would they do that? It's just stupid. I just can't understand why. Just for a hotshot? Someone please explain to me before I stab my own hand.
Are you actually
Go
gonna
ahead.
No,
go
I'm
ahead and
not.
stab
I'm
your
not.
own. No, I'm just
I will
kidding.
stab
I'm
it for you.
not. But seriously, I just don't agree with that. Please tell me that people have seen the nerf in the MSG90. It does not fire. It did not fire that slow in the past.
I don't use it enough to justify the opinion.
I couldn't. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't
I
tell you.
honestly think that the only reason they released the hotshot gun was to give players a way to walk around and say, "Hey, shoot me!" on the back of their heads.
Well, they did that for
I use
April
the
Fools, like last April
They
Fools.
did actually. They did. I forgot about that.
They just give everyone backpack cosmetics that say "kick me, kick me, kick me," and people email just kept kicking people just because they had that on. I had that on too. I got kicked like twice as fast as I did before.
I remember that. Yeah,
That was hilarious.
I've used the SG550 and the MSG 90 hotshot on my 4.0 KDR account, and when I'm playing, all I do is change my playstyle to compensate for how bad I know the weapons are compared to everything else I'd be facing. Like, if I'm playing Oil Rig with that MSG 90, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang back and pop heads. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna try to quick scope with
The
it.
DMR,
It's a
no,
mentality
not the
thing.
DMR. The MSG90 is definitely strong for picking off heads. I can agree with that.
But something about the MSG90, jump scoping with it is perfectly accurate. I played a snipers only against a friend of mine using an L9. I never missed a jump scope. It's
Really?
ridiculous, actually.
The thing is, though,
Really?
is that first of all, the MSG9 is a 2-shot. Second of all, its rate of fire is ridiculously slow, especially after when they nerfed it. So
It honestly doesn't matter though. Like if you're in a situation where when you can aim, jump scoping with that thing will hit, regardless of whether or not they're damaged or not. You're gonna
I've
get
never
damaged.
tried that.
I'm gonna go try that
interested.
now. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm
interested,
gonna
yeah.
see if that's true.
Something really quickly. They want us to talk about who do we hate in CA. I
Nah,
hate every single one of you.
we can talk about that, but not now. We can talk about that later. Not now.
All right, we'll
I
get.
hate everybody.
We hate everybody else. End of
Everyone.
story.
Guys.
Anyway, so that's our
Guys,
thoughts
I
on the
love-
hot shots.
I love
Yes.
everyone.
True.
No.
Okay, really quickly, guys. Before we start getting into questions from chat, let us get
Yeah,
through our prepared
let's get through our
list of
prepared
things,
ones,
which you can
yes.
see there on the stream, and then we'll get to you guys in the chat.
So yeah, that's our thoughts on the hot shots as far as the 3 GP weapons go. Overall, they're really good, but me personally, I just don't agree with the fact that they nerfed the MSG90's DMR or MSG90 by half the rate of fire as they used to, just so that the DMR and the MSG90 DMR camo can have more. Stupid. Anyways,
Okay, let's move on to what do you want?
sales. Yeah.
now?
What do you guys think of the sales recently? I mean, obviously the sales were kind of ridiculous because the 5th anniversary came along. But other than that, ignoring that, what have you guys thought on the sales? Because I can pull up the screen right now. Well, where's the commoners page?
The premium sales.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
see.
please
First of
do.
all, just looking down here, let's see, what was it again? The power package
Well, first of
sales,
all-
the 4th of July ones, especially the 4th of July ones. The fact that they released Canadian variants and actually upgraded variants of the Barrett.
That made me happy.
Yeah.
That made
That
me
made
very
me like
happy
it.
in
Yes,
advance.
I definitely agree with how Nexon is showing love to Canada as well.
The one thing that disappointed me about the 4th of July and Canada Day sales, no
Yes!
Desert Eagle.
Why? Why, Nexar? Why you do this? Why did you do this? Why you do this to us? Why? The Desert Eagle SC has that the Counter-Strike flip animation when you take it out of your backpack. So the American Eagle also has that flip, but it's a little bit different, so it's cool. Why did you ignore the Canadian Eagle? Why?
Hold on,
Why?
I'm timing out this guy in chat because I don't like spam.
Okay, yeah, time him out.
You also add me as a mod on the chat so I can. Work
Yeah, I would mod you, but my chat just isn't working for me. It's just refusing to cooperate. It just won't load for me.
I have bad karma.
Yeah.
It's because I hit that child this morning.
That's what you get. It's what you get.
That is so bad.
And then as far as any other sales go, like the 5th anniversary sales, Kalika cases are always a welcome thing.
I guess, yeah.
Epic crates, I would really prefer they didn't sell at all, nor demonic renewal kits.
Those are the usual
Mist
ones,
Infinities.
though.
I love Mist Infinities. Duplicates be damned, they are a great deal.
Really? Do you think so?
Yeah, because it's a permanent weapon
Oh
guarantee.
yeah,
It
that's
doesn't matter
true.
what
And
you
then
get.
it's
hell, you
always
know-
going to be cheaper. It's even going to be cheaper than their discounted preview sales too.
Exactly, and it doesn't matter what you get, you're gonna use it.
The only thing,
If you get a
the
duplicate,
only
okay.
catch to it is though, is that I feel like Infinity cases are best for people who are first buying NX. Like if you have an Infinity sale going on like right now, and you're looking to drop some NX on a permanent weapon, and you don't really care what you're getting.
A person with your kind of account would be
Yeah,
stupid to buy
yeah.
this
For me,
shit.
it'd be
First
stupid.
with my
But
account,
for someone with
stupid.
not a lot of NX weapons and they can afford to risk, the small, the big chance that they'll get a new one. Yeah, it's definitely
something
good.
like
yeah.
me. Like my accounts could afford
Definitely
Mist Infinity
worthwhile.
because I don't have that many.
I mean,
NX
unless you get
weapons.
really, really unlucky and get like a gun that you absolutely don't
You
want.
mean like UCD's tar?
Hey, the Tar's a good weapon, man. The Tar's a good weapon.
No, it's
It
not.
is. Fuck you.
No.
Let me say this really quickly though. I know a guy who said his wife got an Azazel for perm out of her first Mist Infinity.
Are you? Oh, God.
I see one thing wrong with that. Why is his wife playing?
Cause his wife is awesome.
Wait a minute. No, I gotta butt in on that. I know a guy who knows a guy who has a brother who has a cousin who works at a bar who knows a guy who got a Legion perm.
And how do you?
Alright, I'm gonna
How
have to ask
long?
you how you met this
Yeah. How long have you rehearsed that? Let me ask.
I know, right?
About 3 seconds ago in my head.
Nice.
Either you're
The
God
other
or you're
sales.
just bullshitting me. But anyways.
I feel like super weapon renewal kits are a waste of money. Regular
Actually, let me talk about super
fine.
weapon renewal kits. I think they're actually a pretty good deal because just for 6K more, you get the same amount of renewal kits, and also I really do think that the super renewal kits do have a higher chance of giving you better stuff because I bought like 100 of them just I think 2 weeks ago, and then on average, just out of the first like 10 or so that I used already, I already got like plus 15, plus more, plus 15, plus 30, plus 45, plus 90 days than I got before. Than I've ever
Okay,
used.
but do you know what I could do with that 6K if I'm your average NX buyer, though?
Yeah, but you're different from me. I've already got all the weapons I ever want.
I know, but like, say it's the average NX.
Yeah, the
buyer.
average
Because
NX
I
buyer,
really
I can agree that super weapon new kits aren't exactly worth your money. But for people like me who are drop NX on a regular basis and we have loaded accounts, then yeah, I think super weapon because it's definitely something you should take in consideration.
Supers are for platinums and diamonds.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe for golds if they're dedicated, but
Yeah.
for just people who just buy NX on the rare occasion, like if there's a special sale going on, then just normal ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Mist Mark II, pointless
Yeah.
because the SG556 is a standard.
Pointless. They're just most Mark II weapons just aren't as good as just standard NX weapons. Like the
There's only
MP5,
one
the
weapon.
MP5A4 Mark II is honestly a good one. It's really good, and so is the SG556 Mark II. But just about everything else, maybe the TAR 21 Mark II is a lot better too. But everything else is just.
Yes, G1 mod camo Mark II.
It's too long of a name. I don't like it.
Too long. Just let's talk about something else.
Am I the only one that was actually sad a few months ago? It was like I think it was on April Fool's Day when they had the like. Really
Oh
cool
yeah, yeah! I was so they got me
that
so good on that. I was up all day in my college dorm, just like waiting for sales to come on. I was like, yeah, I'm so pumped for this. I'm gonna get the first few gameplays of this, and I log in, it's like April Fools, gotcha! And I'm like, damn it.
Hold on, guys. I want to look up the full name of that gun because I know it.
Oh, that
Matter of fact, here it is.
ridiculously
Here it is.
long
I
name
got it.
gun. That was hilarious. That was
I got
hilarious.
it. It's the M419 Combat CQB SE Camo Black Mod LE Mark II.
What? Are they retarded?
No,
It comes with freaking aviators on it, dude. It
is the
aviators on
biggest
gun.
troll that Nexon has ever done, arguably, because it's basically
Here,
making fun
I
of
said it-
themselves.
Oh,
That's why I
my.
like it so much because they make fun of their own naming scheme.
Like I sent it in the Skype call. Look at that piece. Look at that.
It is not even a
piece of-
gun anymore. It's like, what is this?
It's a
Exactly,
package.
it's just a
That's what
package.
it
You know how
is.
you use it?
It has ceased to be a gun. It has ceased to be a weapon
Pick
at
it up
all
and you
sorts.
throw it at.
Yes, it's like in Borderlands 2.
It's an axe. Look at it. It's clearly an axe.
If you hold
Okay,
it by the PSG
now what's the
wall.
thought behind the grenade at the bottom? Are you supposed to shoot and it kills
No,
you?
it's supposed to, when you die and the guy runs over to pick up your gun, it's supposed to kill him like Martyrdom style.
Yep.
Oh, that's...
That's just my take
Dude,
anyway.
I'm down for that MTAR in the back. They got it right.
Yep. And those aviator shades up top.
Yep,
Boss.
swag.
Upside down MP7C. Oh my god.
And the minigun. Gotta love that minigun.
Just like,
melt
what is
on
it doing there? Like, really? What?
It's having a party, bro.
Just like
Bro,
rave. It's a gun rave, literally. If a gun rave could be put into a gun, that would be it.
I think that's more. That's best described as guns.
Get some rave music.
Oh god.
Okay, let's see here. What else do we got on the agenda,
Anyone
Asian?
besides me want the dev grew in the game?
Dev, what?
Wait, what?
You guys don't know what the dev grew?
No, I know what it is. I just didn't hear what you said.
No, does anyone besides me actually want
What
the
is a dev grew?
I
I've heard
want
of it, but
I want the M4A1 Dev Grew. I want it.
is
It's a 16, you idiot. It's an M416 dev grew.
No, it's an M4A1.
No, I've seen the picture before. It's on. It's actually in the gun emporium. If you look in the
It's
box.
an M4A1 CQBR with an S2 suppressor and an ACOG TA1. I know this. Don't test me. I have literally hacked the gun in the game.
I think we should test him. No, I'm just kidding.
wait, what is this dev grew?
It's called the CQBR Dev Grew. It's
Oh, that's
basically
why.
it's called the CQBR Dev Grew. It's basically a prototype of what became the M4 SOP mod, but its code is still in the game, and it's supposed to be rumored to be a developer only gun, but no one's ever really seen it.
Oh, okay, I
besides
see. So it's
having
just
weapons
basically
on it.
residual code in the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give you a link. Check it out.
I'll check it out later. But
Oh, this is
I think Yeah, I mean, I'd be down to see a dev group variant. Just saying.
It's so sexy. If you ever use the
that
weapon
is.
spawner.
Whew.
Oh,
I got some
Yep.
chills. Yeah.
I need to change my pants if you know what I'm saying.
The
Yeah.
ghost weapon.
No, that's not how I roll. My nipples are hard.
Oh,
Also,
so your tits are get the fuck out, eh? You're that guy, huh?
Uh-huh.
I see.
My head
I
is
see.
ready for a lady.
I like it. I like the way you think. Tits
Yeah.
get the fuck out.
Okay, guys, let's try overall feelings about CA 3.0.
Okay, yeah. Overall feelings about Commodore 3.0. Anyone want to start?
I want Shadow to start.
Okay.
All right. Fuck 3.0. UI sucks dick.
End of story. 3.0 is shit. It's garbage.
I have designed slides before, and honestly, I feel like a 3-year-old child could have done that better. The chat system is bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
Bullshit.
It's
The Gun Emporium can just bend over now.
bend over and take it. Slow up.
Oh my.
Oh, shut up. No. I'm gonna take a pencil sharpener, an electric one, and use it on this new. I'm the guy who developed this.
I want the oldest of the old HUDs back.
Oh,
because-
the very old one I feel was the best. The best. Just hands down the best. The 2K8 one, the 2K9 one before they changed it to the second one.
It was like the metallic. I don't know like what year, but it was like the metallic-y, like embed. I don't know.
No. I'm talking about the grungy
Yeah,
old war
the grungy
style.
Yeah.
I know,
one-
but I'm saying the one
yeah.
after that was.
That was the one. Right
Yeah, that was the
before-
second one.
that
There
was
have
like
been
1.5.
3 UI changes or 3 UI styles that Common has been through. The very first one where it was in the first 2 or 3 years or so of its
Look at
life.
Foundation
Then the
Crazy.
next, I think it was first 2 or 1.5. Then the next 2 or 3 years where it was that metallic one that we used to have before they changed it 3.0. And then now 3.0.
Honestly, I like 2.0 quite a bit. I'm kind of on even grounds with it in 1.0, but 3.0 can just be dropped off the Empire State Building.
I don't mind
Yeah,
3.0, but it has a lot of things I do not like.
I'm impartial.
Impartial? Okay.
Again, it's just you waste more time than is what really need. I'm already wasting my life playing your game. I don't need to waste.
So that's your attitude, huh? I like it. I like your attitude, Tanner. I really
I
like
like
it.
Exactly.
your difference. I like your difference.
Anyways, Omahdon?
As far as 3.0 goes, when it came out, I was very, very against it because the chat system is very stupid.
It's pretty stupid.
The way they changed the server browsing, because it's harder to constantly refresh and get into a
Yeah.
new server now.
That's so rich.
Yeah.
It gets me every time. I'm always trying to get into Bravo. 1,
Exactly.
and so
Yep.
it's always full. Because I want to play on some CGL pubs, and so
And
every time I
yeah.
refresh, makes me
Yeah,
want to
so
stab
that bugs
myself.
me.
Anyways.
Other than the chat and the server refresh system, I think it's fine. I don't like it, but I'll deal with it because I have to.
I can deal with it too. The things that I have the biggest problems with, other than chat, because we've already beat that horse to death. Other than the chat,
Literally.
the other ones that I don't have problems with are the fact that when you go to the shop, first of all, the shop is hidden. Like, you don't go to the shop right away, which is a big problem in itself. Like, you need to go to an
Yeah, that-
Emporium
see the
and
freaking
then the shop,
redneck
which was like,
of,
when I first opened it, I was like, okay, so where's the shop tab? And I spent like 10 minutes of my life wasted just finding the damn shop tab. And I finally be like, oh, it was actually on the Emporium. Wonder why I couldn't find it, because before the Emporium only gave you jobs, customization jobs and then whatnot.
customization.
And that was about it. And then all of a sudden they moved the shop tab to under Emporium. Like, what? Whose great idea was that over in Nexon to do that? Like, seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? Not only that, when you're actually buying stuff from the shop, like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, the biggest thing I buy from the shop nowadays is just the the modifications. And before
Exactly.
you could in the 2.0.
And then it makes you ask
Exactly.
which gun you want to put it on.
At least the
And
great
it's-
thing,
Yeah, that
the
doesn't make
biggest.
any goddamn sense.
Oh my.
No, something else.
God.
They had to change the way you compared fucking guns in the shop to make everything bigger in a big picture format instead of the way it used to be where you could just list them and they'd come up in the bottom of the screen. I liked that. Comparing weapons was doable then.
I actually don't mind that because the 1.0 UI was basically like that.
Yeah,
was basically
I
like
think that was something the 1.0 had wrong.
The 2.0, I could definitely go with the list style as well. Actually, honestly, I do like the list style a little bit better, but I can deal with the big size gun display, whatever that 3.0 1.0 has. My biggest problem is because now, and since I only ever buy modifications, like Tanner can agree with me on this, is that okay? In 2.0 and 1.0 can attest to this as well. 2.0, all you need to do was go to your inventory, click on the weapon that you want to attach a modification on, like scope, suppressor, mag mod, or whatever. Click on modification, and boom, there you had it. Simple as that. Just double click on the modification you wanted, buy it, you're good to go. And you can just hop straight into the game. Now in 3.0, you have to go to the fucking Emporium, go to the fucking shop, go to the fucking, modification. No, not only, there's no modifications tab. That's the thing. You have to fucking click on your gun, and you have to click on the site. Yeah,
here?
sorry.
Can I just say, we have no idea how white first-person problems we have right now. First world problems.
First world problems.
First world problems, because we live in first world. We just live in a first world. We can have all the problems that we want, and we'll get flamed for it. I love it.
Sound like such
Exactly. It's so stupid how we're arguing this, but it's so right.
We have to click 3
Exactly.
Damn it.
No, no. But seriously speaking, that's
And my scroll wheel doesn't even work.
Oh my god.
we are complete douchebags right now. But anyways, it's just a matter of convenience. I know it's really irrelevant, but still, it's a definite downgrade. You waste.
It's a pain
Yeah,
in the
it's more a waste of time that you need to spend in your shop, and I think it's intentional because Nexon wants you to stay in the shop longer, so you're more tempted to buy some more shit.
Yeah, you can definitely see the scheme behind it.
It's not smart, but it's
the generating of money. That's for sure.
It's
but
not smart, but they do it anyway.
It's not working. You just pissed everyone off. Now they don't want to buy anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I feel less compelled to buy an X now.
Exactly.
Yes.
I feel less compelled to buy an X because I have a weapon of pretty much every category, and if I buy more, I'm going to feel like I'm wasting my money.
And plus, AK-47 is the counter to all NX weapons, so I'm good.
Oh, here's a question.
I'm just like, what
thoughts on shotguns?
Oh, don't
Wait,
get me
what?
started
Wait,
on
what?
this.
What did he say?
He said, what's your opinion on
Oh,
shotguns?
shotguns.
And
I don't mind.
if we start talking about shotguns, we're going to start talking about maxes. And if we start talking about maxes, we're going to start talking about overpowered weapons. And if we start talking about overpowered weapons, the tribunal will never end.
I like the train of thought you got there.
Maxes is irrelevant. Other shotguns.
Well, M1014
Okay.
is also irrelevant too, because that's an OP piece of shit.
If we're talking about all other shotguns, barring the maxes and the M4 Super 90, they're incredibly underpowered. And most are incredibly underpowered and need to be fixed.
I love the TriStar.
The TriStar is an excellent shotgun. It's an excellent GP
The TriStar is balanced
shotgun.
as
Yes,
fuck. It's a
it's
very
very
balanced
good.
That's
love the
honestly
shotgun.
all I've been running around with the past 3 days, and I've been getting 2.0
Yeah.
KDRs.
TriStar
So-
shotgun is very good shotgun. Very good shotgun. Very good shotgun.
M590 CQB is my baby.
Yeah, the M590 CQB is also really, really good, and also it's good because that's the one of the lowest ranking GP rare guns in the shop, so you can access it relatively easily compared to other GP rare guns. So that's also a really good shotgun too.
What are your guys' thoughts on the Remington 1187P? I love that gun.
I
think if
It's
anything,
basically it's a maxes for free.
a maxes.
Nobody realizes it.
It's a good shotgun. It's semi-auto. It has 10 rounds, and it reloads fast, and it's got a decent range, and it's got decent power. There's nothing wrong with it.
Jackhammer and Remington
so
are
good
very
because
often
it has
overlooked.
although it has low damage, it has practically no damage drop off for a shotgun, and the reload for 10 shots per mag is incredibly fast.
The downside is though is that you can't add another magazine modification, but it comes with on anyone technically, so you don't really need to worry about it.
And with
the
a fast
Remington,
reload,
God damn it! The Remington and the Jackhammer are often overlooked anyway.
The biggest thing that the biggest problem people have with the Jackhammer is the fact that one has a slow reload because it's magazine fed, not shell fed, and also it has a really, really slow portability for what it is. But for trade-off, it's super freaking strong for a shotgun. The Jackhammer literally is a Jackhammer. Its name doesn't
so
lie.
Where does AA12 fit in that? Does that overlook?
Ew.
technically, or
A12?
It's
no?
overlooked, but it's not
Yeah,
good enough to...
it's underpowered. Definitely underpowered. But definitely one of the weakest shotguns. in
Was
the game.
that gun nerfed?
No, it was always
Yeah,
it was
it's
it was
never good.
never it was always weak for one one.
thing is,
Okay,
if it
I
has
was
the rate
just...
of fire that it does in Call of Duty, then it might be okay.
Nah. Even then, if that thing had the same rate of fire as the A12 Call of Duty, that thing would be overpowered.
It'd be like,
Asian.
it would break
Yeah.
the max.
Also, the
Hold
A12 in Call of Duty is only magazine fed. It doesn't have the 20 round the drum barrel that Comrade's A12 does,
True.
unless you add
True.
extended mags. Anyways, Omahdon, sorry.
Asian. two things. One, someone wants to know how long we're streaming for.
As long as we feel like it, until all we've gone through all our list of topics, which we're on the last one. We can start taking questions afterwards.
Okay, and two, and this is a question for the entire chat. How many times have you seen the AA-12 Dominator? I can quote twice. I've only seen it twice.
I have an AA-12 Dominator, and I plan to renew that shit because the Dominator is just the polar opposite of the AA-12. It is it dominates. It's what its name suggests. It dominates.
How many times have you seen someone else use it?
Not very many.
Twice.
It's AA-12 Dominator is one of the rarest guns in the game.
As long as I have my clanmate, or actually admin, Zeus, in a clan war with me, I've seen every clan war because that's all he is. He has a perm, so.
Well, the Dominator is just dominates for a reason, so it's yeah. I feel like
the two rarest.
I feel like
the two rarest.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, the two rarest NX guns in the game are the AA-12 Dominator and the MK. Well, not the MK. The M14 EBR. Those are the
I have both of them.
guns.
Really? I've seen a lot of people with the EBR recently, actually.
Well, that's because they gave it out for free. But before that.
Yeah, before that, yeah, the EBR was extremely rare. No, hardly anyone used it, if they even had it.
And the M590 CQB Mariners. Those were
really?
also rare.
I saw a lot of Mariners
that
before.
I'm going to argue with. I've seen
Yeah,
that for a
I've
long
seen a lot of
time.
Mariners.
In the past year, I've seen them at least once a week.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen that a lot, actually.
Wait, what have you seen?
The Mariners, the M590 CQB
I said
Mariners. It's the
MK
NX Rare.
M590 CQB Mariners.
It's the NX Rare version of the M590.
Oh, sorry, I keep spacing out. I'm so sorry.
Tanner, how much weed you smoke?
No, shut up. I don't.
Eat a potato, eat a potato, eat a potato.
Here, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
He literally got abducted from his computer.
It sounded like it.
That was that sound.
I have no
What was
idea. But it was the M590
Ow.
CQB Mariners. It's the NX Rare variant of the M590 military. Shotgun, at least. So, yeah.
I bit my freaking tongue.
Yes! Mission success!
Well, you know what? That's karma.
Anyways,
is,
back to the
right.
AA-12. The AA-12, I personally like it because the thing is about the AA-12 is that it's the shotgun with the least amount of spread for shotguns. It has an extremely tight hipfire spread.
I don't know, Jackhammer's pretty small too.
I would say it's pretty tight too. Well, that's what she said, but it's not as.
That's what he said.
Okay, fine. That's what he said too, but you know, okay, never mind. But the A12, it has a really tight fire spread. That's one of the main advantages that it does have. It's a headshot machine. That's what you're supposed to use it for because its damage is just so low. Also, another reason why the A12 is really underpowered is because of the fact that it only fires 6 pellets. Most shotguns fire 8, or in the case of the Maxes, before it got nerfed, it fired 11. That's why it was so strong. That's why it's still so strong, but it's a little bit stronger then. The A12 only fires 6 pellets. That's why it's the same for that and the A12 Mark II. But for the Mark II, because they upgraded the damage, each pellet does a little bit more damage. So overall, the damage on the Mark II is a lot more increased.
What did you just say?
Yeah, honestly, I was about to say, was that a minigun speaking?
Basically. Summary of what I just said, the A12, the reason why it's weak is because it only fires 6 pellets per shot.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If you test shotguns, most shotguns in the game fire 8 pellets per shell.
True.
Doesn't the
real
original
quick.
fossil fire?
Real quick. Someone asked, they were asking me what's the best NX standard SMG. It's a tie between the Magpul and the CZ Scorpion. Next question.
Well, excluding the dual Scorpions, but then again, the
dual.
dual Scorpions aren't really a submachine gun. They're 2 submachine guns, so.
I'm counting. I don't say the dual Scorpions are the best because
Yeah, they're
very
very niche weapon.
They're not useful mid range, and the Magpul and the CZ Scorpion they can own.
They can
mid-range.
definitely tear things up at mid range.
Okay, here's a question for you guys. Actually, this is something I have been thinking about it for a while. What do you guys think about the progression of guns? So, like, we've seen guns like the KNT gets released, then JNG gets released, and KNT is nerfed. But
It's
JNG
called the
is
power creep.
Yeah.
It's
I know,
called
and then you
power
also have the SMG thing that started with the T2. They released the T2, then the Barapi, the Magpul, and it just increases. And it's just
And then the FMI
slowly better
SAF. Don't forget the FMI.
Yeah, the FMI came in the middle. T2, FMI, Barapi, then that Para thing that sucked balls.
Oh, yeah,
then
that's
the
FMI.
Magpul, and then the
Whoa.
CC Scorpion.
Do not. hate
Oh,
Para.
hold up.
The Para can
Hold up.
SMG.
Hey,
Hold
M24
up.
Impara ain't a bad submachine gun. It's got the same damage as the UMP-45, and that damage rating is the highest of all the submachine guns. So. Yeah, but as long as you go up to someone's face and just light them up with 3 bullets, they're dead.
You shouldn't have to use an SMG past close range. I mean, past short range anyway. By the way, really quickly, for anybody that doesn't know, there's actually 4 ranges in a game. There's close range, short range, mid range, and long range. And most people always complain that, like, oh, this weapon or this weapon is really broken because it can compete at a certain range. And I always tell people, no, it should be able to compete at these ranges. Like, the reason that the dual Scorpions are actually somewhat balanced is because they can own in close and short.
For those of you who want to know what mid-range is, because that's kind of hard, that's kind of a controversy.
Assault rifle.
Something, yeah, assault rifle range. Maybe if you want an actual visual representation of that, think about the length of the train on Kill Creed.
Oh yeah, that's a good. That's no. Wait, the entire
That's
length?
mid-long. That's mid-long.
Mid-long, well, something close to that.
Are you saying just the train itself?
Yeah, just
Wait,
the train, not the
the,
floor.
the entire train? Like the entire train track?
I would consider,
No,
no, not
like
the train
the
track.
carts. The train
Oh,
carts.
okay, the carts.
Because in
Oh,
that case,
one
I
cart.
would agree.
Yeah. The Micro Uzi is a really, really good and incredibly overlooked SMG.
Yes, Micro
It did-
Uzi is a
it did
very
get
good
nerfed
submachine gun.
a tiny bit, though. The reason I say it got nerfed is because I actually looked at my review that I did the first day it was out. I did my Micro Uzi review the first day it was out, released it the second day, and I played with it again a couple hours ago, actually. I looked at the recoil pattern. Although the stats are all still the same, including damage drop-off, strut recovery, all that shit, the recoil pattern has actually changed a bit.
Well, there goes the theory of how Nexon secretly nerfs things, but whatever.
If you look at my original, the original, it goes in a small little circle. I can't think of many other guns that do that. The Magpul does a tiny bit, but anyway, now it has more of a CZ Scorpion type spread, if you want to look at that.
I have a question. It's actually from the comments. Do you know when they're going to bring out GP perms again?
I have
Soon?
no idea.
God.
Black Friday. Black
Black
Friday.
But yeah,
Friday,
probably most
yeah.
likely Black Friday. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I just had to...
recommendation. I want to give this recommendation to anyone in the comments. The way I work with GP, regardless of whether I decide to spend a lot of GP or not, always keep 100k on you at all times. Just pretend
Yeah.
that 100k is zero. Pretend 100k
Yeah, that's
is zero.
definitely because if you want GP perms, you need to keep 100k at the very least.
If you want to get a GP Perm sniper, if you want to just get a standard AR, 70k is okay.
Well, you never know.
Wasn't it 75?
No,
Isn't
it's
it
70k.
75?
It's
No,
70K.
it's 70. It's
That's
70.
because before they had all weapons, or except for the L9, because when they did the L9 perm, they charged 200k, but then they gave back 100k, so overall it was 100k. But you need to have 2k first.
Okay.
But now they should have it at 70k for perm assault rifle and 100k at perm sniper.
Asian, actually, since 3 of us, I don't know if Tanner does reviews, I haven't really watched many.
I don't.
Okay, so this is a 3-person question then. 90-day wraiths, is it any good? I say yes because it does UMP damage with a 90 rate of fire.
I'd say it's
90.
working, yeah.
Wait, is the guy
CZ
is the
Scorpion
gay
rates,
is the guy
rates
asking have like an NX loaded account where he's deciding whether to sell it back or not, or does he have like a clean account where he doesn't really have any other weapons?
He's just asking, is it
Oh
any good?
yeah, definitely. I mean, all
So
epic
yeah,
weapons
yeah.
are better than most of your average weapon, obviously. So if it's an epic,
The
then
only
yeah,
thing I would
sure.
argue is the Banshees, except for the extended magazine, as far as
He wants to know if he should sell it.
Oh,
back.
if you should spell it back, I say
if you
try it
want
out
the
first.
GP
Try it out first for like the first week or so, or at least a couple few days. If you don't like it, then sell it back because it's just a few days that you lost, so it's still pays.
Me personally, I always sell back every epic and rare weapon I get because I'll use it for one game, get bored of how easy it is, and stop.
Oh, there's also another question. He wants to know, this guy Master wants to know if you have a Twitter to...
I have a
Oh, yeah,
Twitter,
Asian
but
does
I'm not. It's not really a YouTube.
You don't
one.
really, like,
Yeah,
post
yeah. I
on
don't
it.
really post on it because I'm not a Twitter
Hold on,
guy.
hold on,
I'm not a
hold on,
Twitter
hold
guy.
on, hold on. Declan's doesn't deserve to be an epic. Who said that?
Wait, what? Someone said I can't see my chat right now because it's still screwing up on me. But did someone
Yes,
tell me the
yeah.
name of the person who just said that Declan is a piece of shit? Because I will ban his ass.
I'll type it.
I want to ban his ass. Who said that?
Declan's doesn't deserve to be an epic weapon.
Are you kidding me?
Declan's
There you go.
is
That guy.
by far
Wait,
the
tell
second
just
best
tell me
epic
his
weapon.
name. Tell me his name because I can't look at the Skype chat.
QUYGTS.
QUYGT. Are you kidding me? I know that guy, and he just told me that Declan sucks.
He said it doesn't deserve to be
It
epic.
doesn't deserve to be epic. Let me just facepalm really, really hard to the point where I need to take a few minutes off the mic.
Seriously, I got this. Guys, hold him still.
I have a plastic surgeon on.
Let's play Surgeon Simulator 2013 on it with him.
Hold on, guys. I got it. Is everyone watching the chat? Are you watching the chat?
I can't, but the rest of them should be.
I'm going to fuck up his Kerbals.
30-second time.
Yes! Yes, but don't do it to anyone else because that's bad. That's abusive bot power. Anyways, but yeah, Qui-God's because I know the guy. I've talked to him before, dude. I don't understand why you say the Declan's shouldn't be an epic. First of all, wait, hold on. It has 42 damage, correct? Because I remember the normal FS 2000 has 38, the tactical has 39, and the F2K has 40 along with the Nemexis. The Nemexis also has 40 damage. The only difference between the Nemexis and the regular F2K is the fact that it has 2 points more recoil, and you can definitely notice it. But the Declan's is 2 points stronger than that, plus it has a 74 rate of fire. And what's its portability again? Shouldn't be as fast as the CQB?
68 or 7. It's either 68 or
Okay,
70.
so it's definitely faster than a CQB, that's for sure. How is that not an epic? That thing kills so fast.
The Declan's also has like no spread.
I kind of have a question. Do you think epics have died down from when they were, like when they released them?
Yes,
I think
they always do because no one has them for free anymore.
Most people don't renew their epic weapons, and to begin with, the epic weapons could be renewed until they changed it. And even then, not everyone renews their epic weapons, so because they just don't have the NX for it. So eventually, if after like a brief surge, they'll die off a little bit, and then they'll come back again. It's like in cycles, I guess.
Barons is honestly one of the worst epic weapons.
Really?
Oh, it's awful.
I feel like I do really well with the Barons, and I can see why.
Because it's familiar. It's a CQB, so it's familiar.
I guess so. And I guess from a statistical standpoint, the Barons isn't really that much better than the CQB Camel, for example.
Oh, guys, hate to cut you off here. We have another question from the comments from 2Live. Question: I have a USP Tactical SE and a USP SE for Perm. Should I let the TAC SE run out?
Well, if you have the TAC SE for Perm, I'm going to assume no. If you don't have it for Perm, just let it run out. USP SE is fine.
Hawks Dragunov is trash, apparently.
Wait, what?
It is. Hawks Dragunov is trash.
Are you kidding me? Hawks Dragunov is actually really awesome. For what it is.
It's trash it's trash in comparison to one.
Yeah, it is, but for semi-autos, it is like god tier. 20 rounds, it basically one-shots light vesters and recon vesters from a reasonable range, not like extreme far ranges, but from reasonable sniper range, and the sound of it means it feels like you mean business.
Yeah.
But as far as snipers are concerned, then yeah, it's not really.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact: the USPSE is no longer legal and competitive. It was for a little bit.
It was. The USPSC was allowed in pro scrims.
It was allowed in pro season because it's just a pistol, and while it does have 5 points less recoil, it's not that much of a difference. But they did decide to take it out of the rule set.
I'm glad that they did because the USPSC has a lot less recoil than USP. That's just my feeling, though.
Hold on, Asian, hold on.
Yeah, sorry.
I was trying to say something. Go ahead.
That's all right. Anyway, so one thing that I was going to throw out there, anyone who's high enough rank, and probably a lot of you are, I recognize a lot of you in the chat, really go give the M19 Silver a really good checkout. Customize it for damage, and give it an extended magazine too. You have 2 sets of 14 shots, and if you quick switch it with a USP and a pistol-only match, oh my god.
It's so sexy.
Yes, M1911 is possibly one of the most underrated pistol families in the game.
I have the Knights for
not in competitive because at least the pros understand how strong the M1911 can be.
USP Tactical SE doesn't have less recoil. Well, it does because it's a USP SE, but the USP Tactical itself
does not have. Statistically speaking, it is no different from the original USP. All it does is it just has 2 more bullets per mag, and it has a suppressed like its unique silencer. But that's about it.
It does have less spread, though. It's the same thing with that L96 article thing.
Oh, right. I can agree with the fact that it has less spread. But other than that, just the same.
Okay, guys. Well, we've hit the end of our discussable topics list. So if you've got questions, now would be the time.
We can definitely start talking about chat questions. And I really wish my chat would start working again. I really wish my chat would start working.
Before we get to this, who's going to be designated question reader? Tanner.
You guys can just pick out questions that you guys like.
Yeah, just pick randomly.
I'm just looking for ones that actually interest me and that have a debatable topic.
Sure. Okay. Someone named Shadow OMA wants to know opinions on the M14 Classic and why it's so rare. Why it's so rare? It's an M14.
Yeah. Most
Why
people
is this-
do not
why-
like M14s because it's a battle rifle, and battle rifles are
True.
hard to work with. Especially the original M14. That thing is a really, really challenging gun.
Mhm. And
You
as
can do
far as
well
my-
with it. The people that do well with the M14 series are particularly skilled
Yeah.
players, but it takes a lot
Yeah,
of
it
practice.
definitely
to
takes
get
a lot of practice
like
and a lot of patience. M14 is definitely not a rusher's gun. No way. No way.
And then as far as my opinions on it, it's a great NX rare gun, but no one's
Yeah,
gonna
no one's
There
even
are
I don't
people
want to
that
keep
are-
it. That's how well, I can't say it's bad, but that's how rare it is. Like M14 Classic, excellent gun. If the cosmetic look of it, the fact that it looks like the classic M14, like during Nom and whatnot, is amazing. But as far as like using weapons just to get good scores, no, not really. Sorry.
Oh, we have another question by Qui GTS, the same
Yeah.
guy that said Declan just crap. He says, Asian, why you no say hi to people back in game like Y4 does? Y4 does.
His name is Yaya.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought he was
I
Y4
was
Y4 too.
Yeah, same.
I thought he was literally Y4 Y4. I was just, I always thought that guy was as Y4, and I was like, Yaya, really?
Trust me, call him Yaya.
Okay, fine. We'll call him Yaya from now on.
Yeah.
I'm aware of the fact that Yaya has around 2K subs. I did visit his channel earlier before. Yeah, he's pretty known. Yeah, he's pretty known.
But the question was, why don't you say hi to people? Because he doesn't really.
Yeah.
like to
First of all,
associate-
I'm not very comfortable saying hi to everyone. Like I will say hi once in a while if I'm in the mood to be friendly and all. But just the way I am, I'm not the kind of person who walks around saying hi to everyone. Like even in high school, I didn't really. Even if I met like a couple friends that I knew really well, I would just walk by them because I understand that. Oh, hey, look, he's here. No, there's no need for me to say hi to them. So I just do that. So I'm sorry that it may kind of rub off as, I don't know. Just take it for what you will. But that's just kind of who I am. So I guess sorry.
Asian.
Yeah. Sorry.
Rapid fire question time.
Mhm.
All right, guys, answer these one at a time. They're going to be coming really fast.
Okay.
Hold on really quickly. My fucking Turtle Beach has decided to fuck up on me. Okay, here we go. One after another. Have you ever played Crossfire?
No.
Yes.
Rec 7 Rangers or M417 SB?
M417 SB.
F417.
M417.
Scale of 1 to 10 for the TRGSE.
10. Oh no, over 9,000.
10. I'll be realistic. 10.
8,999.
God damn it, Shadow.
Nice. Best assault rifle in your opinion?
Ooh.
God damn it, why do you have to do this to me?
Fuck you!
There's just so many.
I already know my answer to this one.
All right,
I
let's
know my answer
Omahdon,
to
since
this
you have an answer.
AK-74M gold plated.
Good
Ooh.
answer. Good answer. I applaud. Gentlemen, clap. Gentlemen, clap. Good answer.
I was actually fapping.
Oh
God
my.
damn it.
Jesus.
Okay, if your bedroom,
so
if your dorm floor is not crusty by after this, I will not know. I'm just no. Like seriously. But anyways, next question.
He's gonna need some Febreze.
And let's see here. Last question. What's your... Well, he said, what are your setups? But I'm changing the question because
Okay.
I like it. What's your favorite of all setups to use in CA?
Oh, gear loadouts? Like optimal or like ones that we have used
Your
before?
favorite. Just your
My
favorite.
Oh man.
I don't even know how to answer
no,
that.
No mind.
I go with what I don't know. I'm gonna use a shotgun. Why? Because I don't know.
Like
I don't-
optimally speaking, I could say like the most OP things that I ever owned in my commerce career. But realistically,
Well, don't go by that.
realistically speaking, I think my optimal setup would be G36 Valkyrie and P90 TRSC.
Huh.
My favorite of all my setups to ever use is just my Perm Assault Vest, my MK14 Mod Zero, and my TPG-1 Pro.
If I had to
That's
go,
my
I'd-
favorite setup.
I think on
Nice.
days when I can actually hit something, I prefer just to run with the Tomahawk and L9 Arctic Wolf, just because the freaking Tomahawk.
Flip animation. Flip
Yes,
animation.
that's all it's for. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Tomahawk
throw your
flip
Tomahawk.
animation is sexy.
No, I have to say by my layout: Shopka, Patriot Skull Mask of any kind, Recon Vest, any backpack with +1 slot with no speed minus. As far as weapons set out, be quiet. No, if I had to give it my weapon loadout, on my alt account actually, my Nemexis Chris with an S1 suppressor and usually whatever scope I can find, and my Nemaxis DSR1.
Okay.
We can like
Respect
that.
to
I can dig that.
Here's a question, since Asian and me usually talk about this at least once per stream. Opinions on hacks.
Oh, man.
We usually do it once per
Yeah.
stream.
So we can kind of reserve our opinions for after Tanner and Shadow. But you guys, Shadow and Tanner, what do you guys
Wake
think
up,
of
Tanner.
hacks?
I'm smoking weed.
Hey, some from me, God.
Todd. Okay, but seriously, let's let Tanner go first since he's a man of few words.
Wise words, you might say. I don't know. Hacks will always be here. I mean, it's not gonna leave, obviously. I mean, Nexon will do their best to keep hack-free, quote-unquote, but I don't know. As of lately, I have yet to see them, but...
Same here.
Most hacks are patched
Yeah.
right now.
They're patched
Yeah.
right now. They'll pop up again, but Nexon's doing a very good
Actually,
job right now.
Honestly, I'd say wait till we hit major holiday
Yeah.
season, and then we can start talking
then
about
we can
it.
start
but
talking.
Even then, hacks actually take quite a bit of time to update nowadays because not as many hackers are still making them.
Maybe it's because Commerce has been running for so long they just got bored of it.
The hacking community has actually died down a significant amount.
Just like how
And by
the
proxies-
OG, the original Commerce players have left, the original hack makers have left as well. That's funny.
Shadow, what about you? Opinions on hacks?
Okay, to answer Tuhu Snooper's 98th question, sorry.
that's because that's what I accidentally called
I
him.
know.
To who?
Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, no, so my honest opinions,
Faggot.
it's died down a lot. It's almost non-existent now, to be honest. But the ones that are still dominant are actually the ones that are custom-made hacks and that get distributed privately.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I can see that.
After Nexon sat on Gordon System's face, I think it's pretty much died down a lot. I mean, after Gordon Sys died, a lot just took a shit, but...
Gordon Sys still exists, BT Dub.
It
They just
does.
have a different name. It's MPHCA.
But the original owners of it don't really do a whole lot anymore. But it's-
Also, Game Anarchy. Can't forget that infamous file.
yeah. As far as the MPG,
What happened to VIP ones? The VIP hacks?
Oh, they
VIP
died.
VIPs still exist, but they only exist on select few sites. But on
I
those
haven't
sites
seen
that
them
they
around.
on the sites that they do exist, they're good hacks and they work and they don't get patched.
Oh, short story time. Real short story. So, for all of you guys who remember back in 2010, the Black Friday sale, the Monday after that, I've heard some people call it Black Monday, and I've seen that on the wiki. If that's what I'm going to call it, Black Monday. That's the day that the VIP hacks got tossed out immediately after for free for that one Monday. A lot of people got them, and over the next year or so, it was really bad. So, people built up this. Before that, it wasn't quite as bad. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad. But after that, it built up this whole mindset of everyone's a hacker, and that.
I remember those days.
Mindset's still here.
I remember the days where if you went to Bravo or any of the non-black market servers, which is basically everything else, you were guaranteed to run into a hacker or two during that time. Like within an hour, you run into 2 or 3 at the very minimum.
Oh god, I ran into one every minute.
There was
I've
during those
actually
days, all I ever did if I ever played combat arms was just go into black market and just play with people there. Because at very least there are a lot less hackers. There were still a few that bought NX and then that's how they wormed their way into black market server. But there were a lot less. So that was
Remember, how badly the servers were crashed.
Yeah.
Back then?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, someone has a question relative to that, actually. How do you feel about how Nexon responds to tickets, and do you think they'll fix the crash/lobby glitch?
I have a story behind that, actually. It's
I can answer this question pretty definitively.
insane.
Yeah, same here.
First of all, as far as their ticket responses, they're actually pretty good. A lot of people really exaggerate those stories. There are cases where they don't get to a ticket for years on end, but that's actually, I've sent in tickets on quite a few different accounts, and they get answered pretty freaking timely.
And then until you
And
have
as
a
far
BB
as-
clan member go up and call a Nexon employee and say, yeah, fuck up, cunt, BB for life.
Yep. And then as far as the crashing and lobby glitch, that actually isn't really Nexon's fault. It is, but it's not completely their fault. The game is optimized to run on Windows XP, and most people that play it run Windows 7 or above,
Yeah.
and that's what causes the crashing.
Because CA came out when 7 wasn't really widespread. So.
Mm-hmm.
As far as my ticket experience, I've put in 2. One was over a clanmate that got hacked, and actually that was answered the next day, and the problem was fixed quickly. That was actually fixed by GM Mavericks, so shout out to him if he ever watches this for some reason. But as far as the other ticket experience, I got hacked. In fact, I remember it was 2010, June 27th. I remember the day. 2 years to the day. 2012, June 28th, actually. I got the ticket responded to, and they gave me 800K in exit compensation.
What?
And I had only spent 600K on about 600K on the account. They gave me 800K.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not
Pardon
even
me. Pardon me. I had tickets to send.
Actually,
Oh, jeez.
They didn't send it to me all at once. They sent 500K at the time, and then I spent that without making.
And then they sent you back, like, they sent you back your money and a freaking 33% return. What the hell?
Yes.
That is
After that,
unreal.
I made a video about the 300K, talking about the 500K I'd already gotten and spent. That's how I got all my perms, if you guys are wondering.
Okay.
That's very interesting. Well, I guess Nexon is nice in that respect.
Well, it's also because I was a platinum.
Yeah,
grade.
that's true. Because that, which leads to my point about the whole Nexon answering ticketing and stuff. Nexon will answer you if you pay them.
I couldn't say anything. I have like zero experience. I'm just, I don't know. Never been hacked.
You're just
Tanner's
I'm
never
just here
Tanner's
for-
never had to submit a ticket before, right? I guess.
Yeah, I honestly haven't.
Submitting tickets.
It's like, you peasants! I needed to send in tickets to Nexon to solve your problems.
Just because I said that, now everyone
Scrubs. Deal with it.
Sunglasses time. Deal with it.
I actually got an account unbanned by sending in a ticket. It was glorious.
We have some guys asking us to play the actual game now. I've seen like 5 comments in the past minute.
We could hop
I have
in,
one
but
question though. I have one
Yeah.
more question that was like far up the list. I wrote it
Alright, go
down
for
just
it,
in
go
case.
for it.
It's from the Q. I don't know.
Wait,
Yeah,
Q-
the same guy. Yeah.
Whatever.
I got
That
this.
guy. He asked, "What was all of your influences on becoming a YouTuber?"
oh,
I'll go
yeah.
last.
Well,
I felt
Omahdon
that
doesn't
was-
really have a
I felt that
channel.
was relevant in a way.
Backstar.
I would actually say Fallen Hobo, and who was the dude? His name had to do with
Mediocre
his
CA?
His name
Holy mushroom.
no
Holy mush.
no. His name had to do with
Ice squirt.
something with cows, like humping
Yeah,
cows.
Go hump a cow as mediocre CA.
Yes, thank you.
I remember him.
You don't remember?
No,
I do,
I
I
remember
remember
him too.
him.
Okay. Didn't he leave?
Yeah.
Like, why did he leave
He-
again? Was
no,
it
school,
for
just school.
Like, that's what I thought.
He goes.
Those two
Like,
are
he and Larry
kinda
go
what
to the same
influenced me.
university. Yeah.
Really? That's kind of cool.
Here's a good question. What's your opinion on gray and black high set cases?
Pointless now if you
Yeah,
just don't
pointless
need
now.
EXP passes.
They're great. They're
Um,
great for people who need EXP passes, and it's a good source of getting 100% EXP passes. So that's great. But for people like me who don't really care about ranking up anymore, nah, pointless.
Okay, real quick, before we keep going on the Grand Black High Sex thing, I'm gonna hop online and make a lobby, and I'm gonna ask that all of you join
Okay,
it.
yeah, I'm down.
So we can get
All
this
right.
private thing.
So-
I've got Emon, so we don't need to worry about it.
So guys, before we do that, I'm going to turn off the stream for now and restart it again immediately, so I can post this up to my YouTube channel for you guys who want to watch this at a later date for whatever reason for the rest of my subs. So yeah, guys, thank you all for coming out to the Tribunal. We'll be hopping on Combat Arms shortly, so if you guys want to join us or whatever we plan on doing, then please hang around and hopefully we get some games in. So.
Boot.
Yeah.
See you
Now we
guys
have
on the
to kick that.
battlefield.